Hello, everybody. Welcome to Northernlion Live Super Show, the Monday, January 15th, 2018 edition. I, as always, am your host, Northernlion, joined by my esteemed co-host, Rockley Smile.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, God.
I just want to point out to my chat, I said my co-hosts are weird, right as I started the intro. And you played right into my hand.
Am I your weird friend or your regular friend?
I think that I'm the weird friend in our group because
You're the weird friend.
Because I'm so normal that I'm weird by by exclusion, by the exclusion principle. I'm the weird one.
But you said you had like
horny?
Yeah, are you horny? That's the other big
Privately,
question.
yeah. I keep most of my horn in private.
Okay, that's fair. Where do you keep the other part?
The human horn.
I don't know what to say, really. Good question. But also, Robert's here. Hello.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
We're going to play Getting Over. We're going to play Tricky Towers. Then we're going to play Viscera Cleanup Detail Shadow Warrior Edition.
Mm-hmm.
Let's begin.
Done.
Continue.
All
right. I haven't played this game in a while, actually.
Don't worry, it only gets easier with time.
I also have not played this since the last time we played it on the show. And I can tell you, I got a new mouse since then. Sensitivity's got to get cranked.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room. The Saints and the Vikings. Come on now, right? I mean, that was just incredible.
That's
Did
the
something
elephant.
happen this weekend that changed the dynamic of our group?
Why? What happened?
I don't know. It's just, am I more normal than I was on Thursday? Or are you two more...
Look, I heard your rant about how I'm the weird friend, and I'm trying to be the weird friend now.
I'm just everything felt normal on Thursday, and then today I'm like, did I change or did everything change?
Because I hadn't
me?
watched that Isaac episode at the time yet, so I
what
didn't know.
Isaac episode?
You did an Isaac episode about how you have weird friends and normal friends.
Yeah.
So now I'm playing into that more because I want to be the thing you described. Otherwise, I don't know what the hell I am. Certainly not the normal friend.
Let me just tell you, it's like a Tommy Wiseau situation. You don't need to play into it. it's the earnest weirdness that is affable and congenial. And
you ripped on Austin a lot for DoorDash.
I did rip on Austin a lot for DoorDash. I want to talk about DoorDash actually because I'm in. It's too bad. Because I'm in the DoorDash cycle where on like Saturday we were gonna order some DoorDash, and then when we ordered it, I remembered DoorDash's fee is 25%.
Yeah.
I said to myself, I'm not paying you 25% for this. And then the next night I paid him 25%, but I was still mad about it. I was like, at least I was an informed consumer at the time.
My chat asked, what is DoorDash?
Oh, well, DoorDash is a service that basically sends their own drivers to offer delivery services for businesses that don't typically offer delivery themselves.
Yes.
They're the men that wait in line for you, right?
Basically, yeah.
No, I mean, sort of. It depends where you order from, I guess. Like, if you order from a convenience store, yeah. But if you order from, you know, like an actual place that delivers, they just pick it up and drive it to you. It's like Uber, but the passengers are hamburgers.
Oh, and you know what? I need to clarify here. Somebody said same as Grubhub. That is not the case, actually. Grubhub gets you in touch through the internet with businesses that don't typically run a website or want to be in, you know, the same pool that people can choose from, but they run their own delivery service. The drivers that you get, the deliverers that you get from Grubhub are not Grubhub deliverers. They are from the individual business.
So you said I can order from a gas station.
You could order from a convenience store, yeah.
And they, can they bring me gas?
I was gonna head you off at the pass there, and I was gonna say I don't believe they can bring you gasoline.
All they need is to bring a container, and then they can fill it up like anybody else. What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, it's a sucker's gamble if you want to pay for the jerry can.
It's
like paying for ice in your drink, or like, you know, you go to like a Whole Foods and you're paying for the chicken bones in your hot bar.
Gross. Why would you pay for a bone?
Well, you got no choice.
You need the stock.
Wrong stream title. Fair enough. Extremely fair enough.
Yeah, what if you want to eat the gas? Some people eat the gas, like on Strange Addiction.
So here's what bothers me about this. You might as well take your car to the gas station because you're gonna put gas in it.
You don't know that. I might want to bring it back for my lawnmower.
What if the gas station is the only place that serves Arizona iced teas and I don't have a car? So
dude, like Europe doesn't hardly have any Arizona iced tea. They just started getting it now.
Did they really?
Like, yeah. They have real tea.
No, they have like milky tea, but they don't have iced tea really.
Oh, dude, you guys have been missing out, Europe.
But I want to actually talk about, I think there's a scourge facing streamers and YouTubers, and it's called, I'm going to call it DoorDash-itis.
Mm.
And what happens is if you reach a certain, I don't want to brag, but we're all very successful people. You reach a certain point economically where it's almost more cost efficient, or maybe literally more cost efficient, to order somebody else to deliver your food for you instead of ever leaving the house. It's a wonderful problem to have until you've been doing it for 8 months, and then you realize I haven't been outside in a year, and you don't know how to interact with like normal people anymore.
You're missing part of the cost, and that's the cost of human life. You can't put a cost on that.
I don't think that's what that normally means.
Well, no, you sacrifice your DoorDash drivers when you order it, and they give you the blood sacrifice, and that's how you get your food.
My sensitivity.
I'm saying there's an invisible cost that is associated with maintaining your mental health and being like a reasonable person going outside sometimes. And that cost is normally absorbed into everything you do, but now you see the cost, it becomes laid bare.
Also, I just want to point out, I'm not actually sub-tweeting Austin here. I'm sub-tweeting a lot of Twitch streamers because I've seen it happen, and I'm not above it. I want to make that clear. It happens to me too. Twitch streamers go like, you know, why am I sad? And then you're like, well, you haven't spoken to anybody in 8 days. You just had fast food delivered over and over and over and spent all day streaming.
Yeah. Although the alternative is I hate people, so it kind of works out most of the time.
You have to embrace that hate.
Yeah.
You have to hate people but still talk to them.
I hate people too, man, but I acknowledge that it's messed up not to talk to them sometimes.
No, I agree with you, honestly.
It only does yourself a disservice, really.
I was fairly yesterday we went over to my aunt's house because we hadn't seen them in a long time, and it was great. I had a
actually say aunt.
Yeah, he said aunt.
You know, so I'm weird with that actually because I interchange them. I say both.
Me too.
Yeah, I say aunt, I say aunt. It depends on the sentence and my cadence in that sentence. I'm fucking weird about it. I don't know what the proper way to say it is.
My Korean students used to correct me because I say aunt predominantly, and they'd be like, "Don't you mean aunt?" And I'd be like, "Okay, you think you know more English than me because you had one fucking New Zealander that taught you to say aunt instead of aunt?"
Teacher, Obama.
The fucking spelling bee. Don't you mean spelling bee, teacher?
What's with all these like insects that are misspelled? Bees and ants.
I see.
Good point. Sort of. I see what you're saying. Yeah, dude. No, I feel you.
But it's not ants. We say ants. People say ant all the time. It's both. Exactly.
There are different pronunciations for different words in different regions and different places. That's just how pronunciation works.
So what's the solution to the streamer scourge?
Except that going outside is unpleasant sometimes, but largely probably good for keeping you centered as a human being.
Thank goodness.
Otherwise, because like, I'm sympathetic. There's been a lot of streamers going through this. You don't understand, okay?
Get it to yourself.
Streaming is like, the duty of streaming is really easy. The real cost of it is constantly being subjected to what people say in chat. And most of the time, it's pretty dope. But sometimes people just go, who's this fucking moron? And there's kind of like a mental cost there that adds up.
I actually, you know what, to be like slightly real for a moment.
Yeah.
You know, I think there are a lot of people, myself included, where when you look at, let's use a celebrity in this case, not saying that any of us are actually celebrities.
Donald Faison.
Oh God, no, not. But
Ricky Martin.
Harvey Keitel.
I'm just saying any celebrity.
Kathy Griffin.
But my point is that people are like
Adam Baldwin.
People are always like, oh, you got to have a thick skin. And the thing is, that's really easy to say when you don't have thousands of people calling you
I'm so glad we're coming around on this finally.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I actually kind of want to bring it up for that one guy in the Vikings play yesterday. So there was this one player who basically
You were
gave
so
up.
close to a universally relatable anecdote.
This is relatable because
And
this
you
guy
had to bring it
Rob.
back to American football.
Okay, this guy is getting death threats for playing a football game, and I feel bad. And, you know, like, there are people saying, like, oh, well, he should man up, you know, you gotta have a thick skin if you want to be a public figure. And yes, that's true. But, like, you know, people, I think, undersell how much harder that is than it initially sounds.
I would come into the Skype room all the time and be like, I'm really upset. There's so many people saying stupid shit. And then everybody's answer is, don't look at it. And like, I can't do
That's
it.
the only thing. That's the only thing that you can do.
That's how you do it.
No, the answer is you try and change the culture around it. You make it clear that you're not cool with that.
Both noble, but also like incredibly naive.
Yeah.
I think
I am a very naive person sometimes. I agree.
The practical approach is you go, okay, this person's just a jerk, and then you go outside and you go, oh, I'll have a large coffee, please, and then the barista or barista like smiles at you, and you go, oh right, most human beings are actually, at least like in public, pretty nice people.
Is there a form of barista that's barrister?
I mean, yeah, barrister is just a different thing.
No, it's a male coffee maker.
All right, yeah, sure.
I thought we called him Keurig.
Who's your favorite male coffee maker? Keurig is one, but I'm not into that foreign stuff. I prefer to have my coffee made by Mr. Hamilton Beach.
Yeah.
I've never met him. Is he any good?
There's this guy who is a landholder in England, I think. His last name's Gray. I like him, but he does.
Oh, he's the man with the anatomy.
I just do not understand at all.
Is Earl Grey, because he's an Earl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is Earl Grey. He does tea.
Leonardo does machines.
Yeah,
Donatello does machines, sorry.
No, but there was I forgot what it was. Oh, right. There was a whole streamer drama, right? Because Lyric said that he was taking a break or something.
Yes.
And then there were a bunch of streamers like defending him, and then there were a bunch of people yelling at him saying that.
Wait, you mean people had two different sides of an opinion on the internet?
No, but like basically, like it basically came down to the streamers being upset at people saying that their job is easy. Let's be.
I don't think so. My take of the discourse there was that people were like, especially fans of his, were predominantly like, dude, you should take more breaks. You stream too much.
I agree.
People, they fall into like, I don't want to say bad habits, but habits of convenience. You know, I think it's rich to say there's like a cure-all for any kind of like mental health woes, but there are things that I think help, like having a routine that you actually stick to, and, you know, like decent diet and exercise, and taking some time for yourself. Like, oh, Lord. So
even if you love your job, you got to get away from it sometimes to appreciate that there's more going on. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
obviously, I don't know the ins and outs of his situation, but I thought most people were being respectful of it.
Most people were, yeah.
I hate the drama echo that's like, you know, hey, I'm gonna take a break, and then one person's like, oh, it must be nice to have $100 million. If I had $100 million, sadness wouldn't even exist anymore. And then somebody semi-popular retweets that and goes, this is the problem.
You're right.
Maybe the problem is that you're like spotlighting one dude's ignorant opinion that would have gotten zero attention otherwise.
Well, that was like the when Charlie Manson died. I remember on Twitter going through his, you know, the mentions about Charlie Manson, and they were all talking about, I can't believe people are saying rip Charlie Manson. I didn't see a single rip Charlie. There was one guy who said rip Charlie Manson, and everyone else talking about him.
Well, it's like that's the millennial version of like the Facebook trap for our grandparents, which is like only 1 in 1,000 people can solve this math question, and it's just like an order of operations question, like, and they're all like 10. It's 10. 10. Did anyone? If you comment, you get good luck. It's 10. It's not 13.
And man, the world must be real stupid if they can't handle this one. Kids nowadays, they don't get any education. Am I right?
It's man, it bums me out. Like, so the Canadian, this is a humble brag for my country, but we won the World Junior Championship, and by we I mean kids 10 years younger than myself in the
But
the
you get to
hockey
group
system.
yourself as part of that.
Correct.
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, like I watched one of the games.
The Royal We, so you know.
Anyway, after the game, Sportsnet, which is like ESPN kind of, took a photo of the locker room. I just want to point out, these are 17, 18, 19-year-old kids. Took a photo of the locker room, and they were like, how millennials celebrate a victory.
Oh, come
on. And then
What?
a former athlete in the NHL was like, this is sad. Like, when you retire, you're going to regret missing these moments. I'm like, hey, moron, they're texting their fucking mom. They're saying, hey, Mom, I just won a gold medal. Can you pick me up? Because I legally can't. I had a sip of champagne in victory, and now I can't drive home because I still got my learner's permit. Get over yourself, you weird man. You're like a multi-millionaire media personality. You're talking to these 17-year-old kids that just graduated 12th grade.
I'm not sure I understand what they were doing wrong. They were not celebrating properly?
Yeah, back in the day, you win a championship, you pour a 40 rack of Molson Canadian into the cup, and you just get shit-faced.
Oh, he was lambasting them for not being drunk.
No, but like there was maybe a certain degree of subtext there, yeah.
Oh, that's really stupid. Okay, got it.
Oh,
I don't know.
In my day, it wasn't really like that. I mean,
like the like one fundamental truth that I've learned about generations as I've gotten older is that every generation thinks they're the one that invented sex, and every generation thinks that the next generation doesn't understand how to live.
No, but millennials are actually, they're being shamed on the opposite side because we're not doing it enough.
We're not shaming people.
We're not shaming people. Well, no. I mean, yes, also true. But no, we're not having enough kids fast enough. So,
oh, right, yeah.
It's leading to like a economic crunch and having to support the population through immigration, and that's a whole other can of worms for a lot of people, and et cetera, et cetera.
And the system of capitalism that we're so fond of is being deconstructed by people who are not supporting certain parts of the market. And for some reason, capitalism only works in one direction. All of a sudden, something fails, and then everybody's mad.
I miss 2015 and 2016 when we could joke about communism. now it's become too real.
It's been real for a while now, to be honest.
Like 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now we eat ass all the time. Why do we do that so much?
Also true.
Because it's awesome.
It is awesome, but like nobody talked about it before last year.
Is it awesome? Also,
I'll get over yourself. It's awesome.
What do you mean? I'm just asking a question.
I actually was thinking about that the other day because I remembered Clerks 2, and you remember there was that bit in Clerks 2.
You don't go ass to mouth, yeah.
You don't go ass to mouth. And I think our generation grew up and we saw that movie, and then we were like, but what happens if you do go?
Yeah, they're trying to keep it from us. Obviously, it's awesome.
Because I think people have kind of turned around on the whole ass to mouth thing, really.
I don't think so.
They really have turned around on the whole ass to mouth thing.
I think that's not eating ass.
Yeah, no, ass to mouth is actually when you take your dick out and it's got poop on it, which I actually agree is awful. I don't want to put that in anyone's mouth. That is what it is.
That is not what.
That's what ass to mouth is, you weird man.
That is what it is.
To have poop on it.
Okay, it doesn't have to have poop.
It doesn't have to, but the implication is there.
There's invisible poop particles. You think you always see poop? Sometimes poop's invisible.
Okay, well, hey guys, I gotta look. I got something hard to tell you here. Yeah. When you're eating ass, there's invisible poop particles there too.
I'm very aware of this. This is why I take a bit of a more nonplussed approach.
Look,
is it good?
Everyone's got their own line. The poop particles that are on the outside of the rectum, those could be just largely sweat. But when you're talking about plunging the insides of the depths of the whole thing, then we're talking about some serious shit. Like some serious shit.
Yeah.
And that's not okay for me. I don't know. You do what you
Everybody draws their own line. That's okay.
Every man has to have a code.
I don't know what that means.
It's a Game of Thrones quote.
Quote.
Oh no, you bitch! All right, that's fine.
Why do I watch this fucking show? I don't know.
I think, it's kind of like a millennial Seinfeld, but worse.
Yes.
Definitely.
If the show were on TV, it would not be on NBC. This would be on, like, does UPN still exist?
Rob is Kramer, right?
Yeah, I'm Kramer. Well,
Does that
God
make me
damn it.
George, or is that Josh?
No, now it's gonna be
You're
all
Elaine.
racist, Robs.
I'm
That's what's
Elaine?
gonna happen now because I'm Kramer.
Oh,
Like, I
my
hate
God.
that I agree with you, but it's all gonna be racist, Robs.
I kind of think like I'm Jerry and the good parts of George, and also like Newman.
You can't have
And,
multiple parts of different
yeah.
I was
characters.
thinking like I'm also Bob Sacamano and
I don't even know who that is.
fake
I mean,
Seinfeld
you're
fans.
you're probably Jerry. Like, you play the straight man most of the time.
So, it depends who's on.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I got to be a little bit more absurd.
True.
I kind of think
I thought
I'm.
you were George, Rob.
I sort of think I'm George,
No,
We've even done this before, and I forget where we landed.
but I have all these like I make my own code for socializing. Like I take offense to slights that other people don't consider.
Mm.
Isn't that in the like petty
Yeah, but
revenge?
Jerry
off
does
camera?
that too, though. Jerry also.
Jerry's a
does
normie.
I think Nick is probably George, to be honest.
Not Elaine.
Like,
I don't have a problem with either one. I'm just kind of curious.
Because you don't have a problem being Elaine, you're Elaine.
I feel like Austin's probably Elaine and Nick is George. Because he dances funny.
I'm running it through.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Well, if the
Mouth
judge
is
is,
George? Absolutely not.
if we're
Mouth is like one of the waiters at the coffee shop.
Mouth is he's almost Kramer.
Mouth's
If
a
I-
Mandelbaum.
I think I'm probably pretty clearly the Kramer. But if I wasn't the Kramer, Mouth would probably be the Kramer.
Okay, like he's not on all the time. Dan is Kramer though.
Yeah.
Dan never invents
Yeah.
anything though. Mouth invents stuff.
That's why I'm saying that Mouth would be the Kramer.
But I thought
Yeah,
Mouth
but-
was the waitress at the bar.
He's the owner of Monks.
Whoever says Honey Bunny.
That's in Pulp Fiction.
I know.
That's a different thing.
That's a different thing. Dan
Soup
is
Nazi.
the dentist. I'm also kind of the soup Nazi, except with pizza.
Okay, we're all everybody. That's fine.
Yeah, we're all.
I mean, I don't want to say that I'm George because of this, but have any of you ever competed in high-level Frogger on television? Because if you can't compete with that, which I've done twice.
Are you talking about Crossy Road? That's not Frogger.
Crossy Road is a Frogger game. Even if the marketing materials say that classic Crossy game, because legally they can't say the F word.
I'm just telling you, if you asked whoever owns the trademark right these days for Frogger, I don't think they'd be too happy being equated.
See,
I think they would be like, thank you for bringing this to our attention.
I think the more important question to all of this is, who am I in Always Sunny? Because that's really the reality here that we need to come to.
Oh.
I need to get to BuzzFeed to know the answer to this.
Yeah, but what if you're D? Will you be happy with that?
I'd be alright with being D.
She's like a bird, though.
She is a bird. I think, yeah, see...
As long as
I'm
I'm not,
glad.
as long as I'm not Dennis, I'm good.
Yeah. You know who's Dennis?
Mathis.
Ryan.
Rob is Mac. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think that's probably the 4chan people who think I'm gay.
4chan thinks you're gay?
Yeah. The last 4chan thread, there was a long discussion about me being closeted.
Because you think you would have sex with that Doctor Who actor.
Oh, well, yeah, no, I'll totally accept gayness
Matt
in that.
Smith?
I would totally fuck the shit out of David Tennant.
Oh, David Tennant, of course.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants to my body. But beyond that, no, it's because I talk about like sex or something. Is basically why I'm closeted gay.
This feels like you're not giving them enough credit.
Does your girlfriend know you're gay?
I feel like there's got to be a little bit more than that.
They said that I'm gay because I said that anal is core, and the only reason that I would think is anal is core is because I like anal sex with men.
Okay, well I mean, assuming you're not misrepresenting their very reasonable point.
That's more or less straight up what's been said. Yeah.
Oh.
But if you were gay, that'd be fine. So who cares?
Well, not to 4chan.
It wouldn't be fine with me.
All right.
Oh boy, can't wait for the Keemstar video on this one.
All right.
It would be mandatory for me.
Man.
I was under the assumption that we were all gay. And this is all just one really long courtship process where we're slowly feeling out each other's boundaries.
And each other's balls.
Well, when the time comes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean,
time won't
buddy.
be all that's coming.
Now, you know what? That just like that just made me think of like, what if they had like intense trailers, like movie trailers for gay porn?
Yeah.
Time won't be the only thing that's coming.
Oh, Rob, you're Danny DeVito. That's who you are.
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty clear. I'm definitely Frank. I'm okay with that. I happily accept my role as Frank. I am the trash man.
Does that mean I'm Charlie?
I don't. You're like you're Rickety Cricket.
Please, not him.
Or Charlie's uncle, the lawyer.
No, not him either.
The waitress.
All right, give me those lemons. Oh, they're tart.
I don't watch enough TV to follow this. I watch Game of Thrones. Nick, you are Rickon Stark.
I still.
Robert,
I think he said that last time.
Robert, you're Jack and Hagar.
Hey, that's pretty cool,
dope.
actually.
Yeah, that's
Like emphasis
badass.
on the jackin', as we just talked about.
Of course. Okay, fair enough.
And then I think I'm like a combination of like Jon Snow, Ned Stark, the cool parts of Tyrion Lannister, the Night King.
What do you mean the cool parts of Tyrion? They're all cool.
He's got some parts that are not as cool as others.
It's a good point, yeah. Is a murderer. By literal definition.
He is kind of an alcoholic, I guess.
That too, yeah.
Kind of forgot about
Yeah, but
that.
not in like the destructive way that it happens in real life. In like the cool
charming
way, where like the more he drinks, the better he gets at his job somehow.
Right.
Yeah, he's really influential when he's drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Charismatic.
Well, it does kind of help that he's drunk all the time, though. In that,
well,
in
like
that
more
way.
drunk though. The more drunk, the better.
Mm.
Can you do a Tyrion Lannister impression? That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
No, no.
That's not that bad.
In the first season, his British accent was not that good. It's slowly gotten better, I think. But
That was like a weird Yoda.
Let me give you some advice, bastard.
Probably don't compare Peter Dinklage to Yoda.
No, but like he said it weird.
As armor. Then they'll never be able to hurt you with them.
Cat heard it too.
Yeah. Jess did get me a shirt that said, "I drink and I know things." Neither of which is true. But, you know, that's fine. It's a shirt. They're not supposed to be true. Except for those badass shirts that say, "I don't call 911," and shows a picture of a rifle.
Whoa.
Dude, there's dude, I meant this is like everybody that's ever been on the show can relate to this. Like 6 months ago, I saw something. I was like, oh, I gotta talk about that on the show, and then I just buried it, and it's been gone. But there's a subreddit for machine-generated T-shirts that get advertised to people on Facebook, and it's so good. This is like, you know, on the first 6 days of the Lord, he created Earth. On the 7th day, he created iron workers named Paul. And that's like, it exclusively exists because of like the metadata that Google and Facebook collect. So these companies can like programmatically generate a T-shirt that has your occupation and your name or like your birth month or your star sign on it. So then you go to Facebook and you're like, oh my God, this shirt says you wouldn't understand it. It's a Richatelli thing.
Yeah.
How rich is that? And then you just like impulse buy this shirt, or you buy 10 of them and give them out to your family at Christmas.
Oh, that's
And
hilarious.
it doesn't cost them shit.
Subreddit.
They didn't even have to make the website. It's just generated somehow.
Yeah, no, actually 100%. Like, they're just drop shipped. So people are running this. It's not even really a scam. It's just funny. They're making like probably 5 or 10 G's a month doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like not even a scam in the slightest way, right? Because it's like it's a shirt that person wanted to buy.
It's
so
just
they
like
bought
a
it.
really lazy way to make money.
There's just no humans involved.
It's like the natural progression of our generation's obsession with the 4-hour work week.
That's what I was
Basically
saying
true,
about
yeah.
how we should have Let's Plays taken over by robots that learn.
Mm-hmm.
Then we
I
don't
mean,
have to do the job. We can just make our own custom personality and then go.
There is that one YouTube channel, right, where it's like a like an animated anime girl.
Yeah, there's an anime Let's
my
Player.
idea.
She just crossed 1 million subscribers.
Oh, that was my idea, though.
The one that's like a CGI anime girl. That one.
Yes.
That's fucking.
Yeah,
hilarious.
to do a whole channel in face rig.
You know,
I don't
like
even know if it's done in face rig. I'm honestly not sure.
it does. Honestly, like the animation quality is like pretty good on some of it. So like I don't think it is entirely done on
Face
face
rig's
rig.
gotten better.
Yeah, but like there are some videos where they like I guess you can say she. I have no idea.
Okay, we don't need to worry about this.
Well, no, because I'm not sure because it's a cartoon character. So, but the anime girl, the personified anime girl, will like have a fully animated scene where she's like moving around and doing stuff. So I don't think that's necessarily face rig.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I actually just don't care about YouTube.
Yeah.
I care about what I do on YouTube and like a little bit what other people in our circle do on YouTube, but very little. And then apart from that, I'm like, I don't care. This guy's channel blew up taking pictures of his shits. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna
so
start
be a
eating Tide Pods.
Dude, do it.
I got a lot of those downstairs. I'm gonna eat the shit out of those.
By all means.
I'm gonna get so famous. My life's gonna be awesome then.
They definitely use mocap.
No,
I mean, straight up, more power to them. That's like more work than I do, for sure. To like mocap and render an anime lady for a Let's Play, that's out of control.
I also want to clarify something. Someone in my chat said, Rob, you fuck, she's clearly a Japanese girl. I know that. My point, like, why I was confused is I was going to give credit to the cartoon anime girl character for animating herself, but there's clearly someone, you know, it's a Wizard of Oz type situation. There's someone behind the curtain.
That'll be the day. Anime animates itself, huh?
Yeah.
So I found out the other day, and I mentioned this because I brought up the 4-hour work week. I had accidentally been subscribed to Audible Premium for the last 7 or 8 months.
Oh, congrats.
So, I mean, I got all these credits. Once a month, if you subscribe to Audible, they give you a credit for a free book. So I was like, what am I going to listen to? I'm all out of hardcore history.
Yeah.
Because the one episode for that comes out every 19 years.
Yeah.
Even though it's wonderful.
Need more history to be made, obviously.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They're making history too slow for Dan Carlin to really capitalize on.
Well, maybe they'll make an episode about the Vikings game, you know? Possible.
It is, see, okay, so the thing is, so I was looking through, like, the list of things to, like, bestsellers and stuff like that, and eventually, I'm, like, allergic to self-help at this point in my life, because I'm too proud. But there was this book, it had really good reviews, it was called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and I'm not sure...
Fred Durst does that.
It's...
He lives
it's
it
not
up,
written
too.
by Fred Durst. And I listened to it, and I couldn't fall asleep while I was listening to it. It was not relaxing enough. But it was also like probably, and I will admit that within the text, the dude says, maybe you're gonna think the dude writing this is an asshole. And I was like, yeah. Because the whole thing felt like it was just an excuse to write a lot of puns with the word fuck in it. And I was like, it's like, the secret to not giving a fuck is you have to give all your fucks, so you've got no fucks left to give except for the things that deserve being given fucks. And I was like, your wordplay is so needlessly precious that I don't even understand your point anymore.
Yeah.
And I got mad and I turned it off midway through chapter 1.
You gave too many fucks. It's a catch-22.
That's true. You did give a lot of fucks.
He wasn't giving me actionable advice. He was just telling me not to care about things, and I'm like, I get it. He's also oh, this is the first time I've gotten this far. I'm on. Never mind. I've slipped.
Oh.
He was like, he didn't say this, but he's like, your idol for not giving a fuck should be Charles Bukowski. And I'm like, oh, the guy who didn't find success until he was 50 and drank himself to death. That doesn't seem like yeah, he's really successful posthumously. It's not by Dan Giesling. Dan Giesling's book is called Punch It In.
Yeah, I'm kind of wary of self-help books in general because like all of those cults kind of started with self-help books. So like, I don't know, man. Seems like a bad place to start with trying to find out how to help yourself. I feel like there are other professionals that are good at that get trained in schools. Not some
to
guy
mention, I
who
feel like
writes a book.
everybody's trying to lie to you for money these days. So like, I don't trust
Also
anybody
true.
for that stuff.
Yeah. Help, damn it. Get me. There we go. I was stuck.
However, I will provide self-help for the sake of getting over it if you ever need that.
Well, I'm at a new level.
That's good.
I have a thumb outstretched.
Are you giving a fuck about that thumb?
I think the book should be called The Subtle Art of Actually Giving a Fuck.
So you're saying
I
the
need
problem
more
is that
help
you do need to give a fuck, but only to the right things.
Oh,
I have...
there's bats in the belfry. There's bats in the belfry.
Oh, you finally got the jump scare.
You know what's funny is that I've seen that about
Yeah,
probably 15 times.
but it scares you anyway because it's loud.
Still got me.
Yeah.
Does that mean you made it over the cathedral?
I'm not over it yet, but
Oh, you got to get over it.
Are you getting over it?
I mean, I've literally been here for about 15 seconds. Much of that was recovering from a
Try again.
cardiac infarction. Well, okay, here I go back down to there's Orange Hell, hello, and then getting ricocheted back at the grill. All right.
Still. Here I go again on my own. Going
Progress
down the
was
only
made.
road.
Okay, my
Progress
turn
was
for the
made.
bats.
Yeah, you know what though? On your point, you're right. I need more help learning to give a fuck more than I need help learning how to not give a fuck.
I understand the central premise behind the art of not giving a fuck, the subtle art of not giving a fuck. Sorry, because the title is ironic. You get it? But is that we in the first world no longer suffer from the things that our ancestors suffered from that gave them something to focus on.
Like catching rabbits.
Yeah, exactly. We're not like, what am I going to consume today so I don't die?
Gotta
Or
get
like,
that snare set up just right in the rabbit trail. Make sure the rabbit's gonna go through there. Make sure the thread's all tight. You know,
Or like, I don't have enough iodine in my diet,
how to skin
So,
the
like,
rabbit.
Okay, sure. But I'm not trying to dismiss you. The rabbit hunting is obviously very important. But, and then like, we don't have macro things like that to focus on. So instead we just like look at people's social media profiles and go like, oh, they're in Hawaii. They must be in Hawaii all the time. Why is their life better than my life? Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm depressed. But it just seems like such a dude bro approach to self-help. That's just like, you know what your problem is? You're depressed because you care too much. I'm like, no, it's not. Easy.
Some dude
That's
bros
true.
think less, and sometimes thinking less is actually a good solution. Not always, but if your mind's
That's
too
why I
active.
drink.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't drink or know things.
No, I did. That's true. I don't actually drink that much. But when I do decide to drink, it's because I don't want to think.
I thought you were gonna do the coolest guy in the world joke.
No.
But when
and
I do.
drink Dos Equis as well. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like if you are in the market for a self-help book, it doesn't really matter which one you pick up.
Actually, there's one that matters a lot. Maybe you've heard of it. It's the original self-help book. It's called the King James Bible.
Kind of
I thought you were gonna
almost
say
true.
Oprah's the secret.
Rob. Well, I mean, Oprah might be the next president of the United States, so, that will be a... Oh, kill me, America's dead.
You want America's dead to kill you?
Kinda, yeah. That would be badass.
Don't fuck with me. I'm a post-industrialist nation that was born in the 18th century. That's a t-shirt I just generated for America.
That's pretty good.
Hell hath no fury like an angry Robinson.
Yeah, why do you want to tell people your last name? Just like by them reading your shirt, you know?
You don't understand, dude. It's a Laterno thing.
Yeah, you're right. I don't understand it.
Parents just don't understand.
That too.
Whoop! There I go.
Again on
Back
your
to
own?
the grill.
Ugh.
Okay. Made
No.
progress this segment. I'm excited.
That's good.
You still got 15 minutes. You can make more.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just any getting over it segment in which I see something new is a huge positive for me.
So let's talk about something controversial.
Okay.
Pick the topic.
Abortion.
All right. No.
Assisted
just
suicide.
me?
Should it be legal?
Is that controversial? I guess it's.
Don't you feel like we've kind of walked backwards in controversial issues? And I'm
What do
gonna
you mean?
justify my point.
Okay.
It was like abortion was the thing for a while, gay marriage was the thing for a while. I kind of thought we had closed the book on global warming, and
Oh,
I
yeah, me
didn't
too.
realize
Yeah.
that
No.
hornet's nest had been reopened. Like I was like, this is a solved problem.
I was so sure it was real.
Well, what you don't know is that all of the other facts about it is actually George Soros running thousands of media websites. And,
Oh.
Is
trying
it
to
too
trick
late now to say Soros?
yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm just
Like,
glad my eyes are open to it this year, because I almost went my whole life thinking it was real.
I do want to say the thing that frustrates me is it's like the same kind of argument as like, well, if humans came from monkeys, then why are there still monkeys? This is the same exact argument for the climate change one, where it's
No,
like
it's cold this winter, obviously. Come on.
Exactly. Look how cold it is.
Are you
Global
stupid?
warming.
Can you not go outside until it's cold?
My favorite argument against climate change, and this is actually apolitical, which is great, but is the people who go, how grandiose do we think of mankind? That something as small as man could have such an impact as to change the temperature on the... We invented... Have you ever seen an atomic bomb?
or
Isn't
the
it
radiator
amazing?
in your house?
Isn't it amazing to think that we could have such an inflated opinion of ourselves that we could change the... We built a bomb that explodes nuclearly. It creates a it irradiates the earth around it for decades. It immolates people at such high temperatures, their shadows burn into the sidewalk.
We can agree that
Isn't
that's
it-
real, right?
No, but mankind, we're so small, but we have such a high opinion of ourselves to think, oh, we actually did that then. Oh, well, okay. So like, that's my mistake that I didn't realize. Maybe the whole changing the global temperature by 0.1 degrees once a decade is plausible then.
Yeah, but Ryan, if you go outside and it's 0.1 degrees hotter than it was last year, is that really a Just take off your jacket, stupid.
Well, dude, I hate... Here's the thing. We can predict the future, or perhaps influence it. We haven't decided yet on this show. But prepare yourselves, because eventually there's going to be a scientific consensus on global warming, and then we enter the
Eventually?
Yeah, one day.
Yes.
In 100 years.
Valid point. But then there's going to be the post-rational world of, well, yeah, okay, now it exists, but are we sure it's actually bad? Maybe it's a good thing.
Oh, like eggs.
So, yeah, prepare yourself for a couple decades of that as well.
Do we know if milk and eggs give us cancer or give us life-giving nutrients? Both.
I think milk is bad. Eggs are good.
Okay, no more milk.
That's my perspective.
That seems pretty fair.
I'm not a lactation scientist,
You
Greg.
should be.
So not to go like too political, but like, even though we're talking about climate change, which again,
Not
I don't know
political.
why.
It's an
I don't know
apolitical show
why
in
that
general.
became
This
political.
is an apolitical show, except when Nick wants us to violently overthrow the government of the United States.
Which is always. Come on.
Yeah, right. But the thing is, like, so I kind of just want to just basically quote George Carlin in like, I really just think that the verbiage that we use needs to change, because like where everybody's so concerned, everybody's like, well, save the earth, and then the other people on the other side are like, save the earth, fucking tree hugging hippies. Like, no, that's not the point. Save humans. If shit goes wrong, we die. The earth stays here. The earth is gonna be okay. We're gone though. That's what it should be about.
It doesn't matter, because Elon Musk is going to save us. But you know what actually gives me nightmares? And this is where I could really use the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I keep having this recurring dream that the Earth it's like Interstellar, you know, like it's going down in flames. You can't grow crops anymore, and you know, dust storms are swallowing up Ford pickup trucks all over the place. But Elon Musk goes, "Hey guys, we did it. We built a colony ship. We're taking it to Mars." And then everyone's like, "Yay!" And then he's like, "I'm taking the 100 worst people on Earth."
Oh, so he's making Space Australia.
It's about time somebody got one over on these damn Australians.
Exactly, dude.
I love, and there's a movie in there somewhere that I hope someone else with more drive makes.
It's just like fucking Biodome, man.
Elon Musk taking the world's worst 100 people to start a new Earth.
Or Adam Sandler makes it or some shit.
That would be an Adam Sandler movie, actually.
The worst
Like,
100.
100%.
Adam Sandler directed and starred.
Well, we already have the 100, right? So you could.
Well,
have...
it's as far as I'm concerned, you only need 99 more. Adam Sandler's probably not one of the worst 100 human beings on Earth. But I don't like his movies very much, so fuck him. Well, except for that one or two that's pretty good. But you know, except for that.
R.I.P. Charles Manson.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson. He united the Francian kingdom, so.
Charles Manson. Yeah, I like
Who do you actually hope runs for president in 2020?
Bennett Foddy.
Well,
but like
right.
actually though.
So like, I guess we're just straight up giving our political affiliations here, but I mean, personally,
everyone. Have you seen the 4chan threads? Everyone knows we're fucking Democrats here.
They weren't sure about you, Ryan.
Personally, I'm a Bernie dude. I like Bernie, and
he's gonna be.
We're called Bernie Bros, Rob.
Years old.
Yeah, that too. And then, well, there's also Elizabeth Warren. I like her. She's cool. There's that one lady from Australia, not Australia.
Wait a minute.
The one lady from Hawaii. She seems like a pretty stand-up lady.
Moana?
No, there's I forget who she is. She was like one of the first people to like speak out against.
She was what, Eve?
She was one of the first people on Earth. Yeah.
She went to Hawaii after that?
Yeah.
Like, she's big on paradises, so yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So that's me. But truthfully, I mean, kind of just like not an establishment politician is kind of my jam, to be honest.
So you're already happy then?
Well, no. See, here's the thing.
You must be over the moon.
I actually am not excited hearing that Oprah could run, because I honestly think she might win. And by might, I mean probably would. And okay, again, fully espousing our political affiliations, we see how bad it looks like when a non-politician is in office. You know what I'm
Oprah,
saying?
she would just be like she'd be the shadow president. It would really be Stedman pulling the strings.
Oh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
She's introduced us to a generation of bizarre homeopathy and nonsense, so I don't really want her to be the president.
I had a great thought the other day. I was like, no matter what, it seems like at the very least, there's going to be 3 more debates. And that is going to be must-see TV. I cannot even imagine what debates will look like in 2020.
Oh, God damn it.
It doesn't even matter who
How hard
the
you try.
Democrats nominate. There's going to be 3 more debates.
Yeah, at least, at minimum.
Did you see what Joe Biden said about millennials the other day?
Oh no, what did he say?
It was something to the effect of just like, they just need to suck it up.
Oh,
I can't get mad at him until I know the real quote.
Yeah,
I'll find the real
enough.
quote. Hang on.
I don't know what he said, but it was something incendiary.
I was actually hoping somebody actually did read it, so then they would know the quote better than me, because I have terrible memory.
I kind of just like mainly, I just kind of want to get back to, and maybe this is just like nostalgia goggles or like rose-colored goggles because maybe this never existed. But I'd love to get back to a world where people can have opposing views, and that's okay.
No,
and we can have a balanced discussion.
That's not because of the current political climate. That's because of Twitter. Like, Twitter has actually ruined society.
I kind of agree with you, to be honest.
And we're part of that problem, I'll admit.
Yes, we are, yeah. Well, I mean, I remember reading, you know, on Reddit, there was a thing about, like, there's, like, some study about how social media is creating just bad mental habits and stuff. And just, like, people accepting the irony that we're reading it on a social media site, you know?
That's the thing. We're already bought in as well.
Yeah.
Well, here's the cycle of Twitter that annoys and this is why I only ship post on Twitter. And it's made my life so much better. But the cycle now is like somebody has a bad or controversial opinion, and then somebody with a following retweets it and goes, wow, look at this shithead. And I dunked on him. And then they both get inundated with just awful replies. And then they both go, oh, online harassment's out of control. Everybody's just dunking on each other. And then they're both getting the fallout of the dunks and going, this is unreasonable.
Basically,
the person setting up the dunk and the person doing the dunk are both creating the
dunk atmosphere,
like the negativity that they're getting.
Yeah.
You don't understand. There's no, it's a zero-sum game. If you dunk on somebody, you're gonna get dunked on by other people who disagree with you.
I agree. Like, social media is like, it's the most, like, kind of a blessing, but one of the worst curses that has been put on society in, like, a long time. And it's terrifying.
I miss the cynicism of Twitter in like 2010, where you're like, I have enjoyed Twitter because I don't want to see pictures of your lunch. Now it's like, sorry, my day's ruined because I saw something on Twitter today that was just horrible, and then I tweeted about it, and it put me in a cycle of just reading negativity all day.
And then I went to YouTube, and there's a guy with a fucking dead body.
So yeah, like, I'm not saying I got all the answers, but
all right, he said, I have no empathy for young people who compared today's struggles to the struggles of the 1960s. The younger generation tells me how tough things are. Give me a break, said Biden. No, I have no empathy for it. Give me a break. That's the
get off my porch, millennials.
I will say that he's right empirically, that for most people, I mean, you know, like, the concept of the internet didn't exist in 1960. But that being said, like, and that's pretty sweet. But that being said, is he aware that the generation just before him fought the fucking Nazis? Because it just strikes me as like a little bit of a tone-deaf comparison.
That's actually great, yeah.
Back in the 60s, it was really hard when my country emerged as the only unscarred nation after the Second World War and became the global superpower, the likes of which nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah, well, it goes back to what I said. Every generation thinks that the next generation is fucking everything up.
That was Joe Biden, chat.
I forgot. I don't know what it was. If it was a book or if it was some like a collection of things where it was different quotes from like historical texts or from writers in different eras, all saying that the next generation is the fucked up one. Just like going back to like the 1500s and like ancient Greece and stuff.
Dude,
like,
people used to think bicycles were like a corrupting influence. They're like, kids these days, they don't want to go down in the loom. They just want to ride their bicycles all day.
Yeah.
But they also always say that the next generation's the future and it's so precious and we've got to preserve it. Well, they also shit talk them in the other direction.
No, that's when you're like, before you're an adult. Then when you turn 18, they go, oh, actually, they have power now, and we disagree with them. So things are problematic now.
Hey, temporary side note. What do I do at Balloon Land?
Balloon Land?
The fuck's Balloon Land?
I'm on. There's a balloon. There's a red balloon, and there's like there's a scaffolding with boxes in it. I don't know what I do.
Are you on Child Slide?
No.
End of the game?
Tell me where you are better.
Did you pass the belfry?
So I went up through. So I went down the cardboard boxes to the scaffolding, then to the stairs on the right.
Yep.
Climbed the stairs, went over and to the left, and then down, and there's a big red balloon.
You went to the left and then down.
Yeah.
Through the furniture.
Oh, you found the It DLC.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, did you fall into the hole?
I don't. Is that a hole? I thought that was where I was supposed to go.
I think you fell into the hole. You're supposed to cross over the top of it and not fall into it. So you actually fucked up.
Oh, god damn it. Damn you,
I forgot about the balloon. I think the balloon's hidden. Yeah, the balloon is definitely under Furniture Land.
That's bullshit. All right, well, anyway, so what were we just talking about? Generations, and yeah, and how everything sucks. And
fuck.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's weird, right? Because, like, statistically speaking, we're living in kind of, like, the greatest period in human history, but it feels like it's the worst time, and I think that's largely because we get to hear about all the bad shit all the time.
All at once.
Yeah.
One big concentrated clusterfuck.
I hate my generation as much as any baby boomer.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I think I'm more intimately aware with the unique anxieties and hilarious parts of our generation, so I might hate it even more. But fucking nobody gets to insult millennials unless you're a millennial. Yeah. That's the rule.
Yeah.
We make fun of each other, and then we cry. And that's how it goes. Okay, if you're a baby boomer, you don't get to make fun of millennials.
That's true, especially since you guys are the ones who caused our major problems.
And
see, like, that's something that I would make fun of a millennial for saying.
And that's fair, but it's fucking true, and fuck them.
There are some baby boomers that watch the show, unfortunately. I don't mean to insult you
hey,
all, but...
well, hey, you got the most disposable income out of any advertising demographic out there. We welcome all kinds over here at Twitch.tv/Northernlion.
Yeah.
And we don't get to make fun of boomers? Yeah, but there's none in the call right now, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Here's the thing, right? So part of the every generation thing that I keep saying is that, like, what you should learn from that idea is that turns out people are generally the same no matter the generation, no matter where they are, no matter what age they are,
as long as they love you. With hindsight, we all see the last generation go, we can do better, and then we all fall into that trap again.
Yeah, basically true, yeah. God damn it all the hell.
Well, here's the thing. I subscribe to the great man theory of history, which I don't even know what it means, but it seems to fit ignorantly. The average person 1,000 years ago, pretty much an idiot. The average person now, pretty much an idiot. You know, just a couple of really, really smart people pushing each generation forward, you know?
Basically true, yeah.
That's not really what I believe now that I think about it.
I'm glad you talked it out.
But you do think, like, when you're living in it, you're like, you know, the world sucks. Like, even now, people are like, oh my god, there's a threat of nuclear war. This is unprecedented. Well, not really.
Yeah.
There were like 50 years where people were like, we could be nuked tomorrow. But when people think back about the 80s, they don't go, oh, constant nuclear anxiety. Mostly they go, you know, coke and
dancing,
fast cars, and Miami Vice,
drag
Ronald
racing.
Reagan, and like a low national debt. And
skis.
You could buy a house for the price of a McDonald's hamburger, you know?
Did you say coke?
Yes,
that would be nice.
The illicit narcotic known as cocaine.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you covered cocaine because that was a big part of the 80s.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I don't think the world is terrible. I just think we've got tons of potential and we just keep doing stupid shit on top of that.
Actually, there was a great... I was having a conversation with Dennis the other day, and we were talking about basic income, actually.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember I wasn't on the show, or I don't know when it was, but I remember you specifically saying like, well, the fear with basic income is that, you know, some people can just fuck off and play their guitar.
Yeah.
Right. See, but the thing is, the whole idea of having basic income in the first place is that that's okay. Like, that's fine if people do that.
Yeah, but I don't respect it.
That's fair. But like, that's like kind of part of it, because like the whole idea is that automation will make it so that there aren't any jobs, and if there are no jobs for people to work, then sure, they could fuck off and
all right. I'll meet you in the middle.
Play their guitar. Okay.
Basic income, I support it wholeheartedly. No doubt, automation's coming for these jobs. However, until the streets are clean, you don't get to play your guitar. You got to spend 8 hours a day picking up garbage off the street, and then you can play your guitar.
That seems pretty fair. But basically, the reason that I brought it up is because Dennis had a good point about it, which is like, you know, since like all the technologies that we've ever had in humanity have been like leading for like from farming to cars and trains and all this shit, like everything has led up to this moment that we're almost on the cusp on of like humans never having to work again. And having machines do it for us. No, Dennis, and now we're getting
Dennis on the show, because this is wrong. Because this is not how it works. Every advancement in like the industrial age and before and beyond has made us more productive. You could apply the same logic. You'd be like, well, now that we've got, you know, this steam. What names a machine? I'm
steam cleaner.
To even. Yeah. Okay. Now that we have a steam cleaner. I can. It normally took me 20 minutes to manually steam clean a jacket or a carpet. Now it takes me 2 minutes. I'm gonna have so much more time. Nah, because in human nature, you go, well, I'm not gonna take more time off. I'm gonna steam clean 3 times as many carpets so I can raise my income. You know.
True. But then that makes you more efficient, and then eventually it leads to a more automated steam cleaning device that you could just
no, because what I think is going to happen is, okay, there's a machine that does all the work that, you know, like there's a machine that runs all of McDonald's, okay?
Right.
And everyone thinks, wow, like that's going to free up so much time. What I think it's going to do is make the dude who franchises that McDonald's, he's going to have the leverage to buy like 80 more McDonald's a month. Until he owns like, you know, 80% of the real estate in the United States or something like that. I think there's an implicit level of greed in human nature.
And I
think that's true.
Get us to the point where we can all agree that there is a certain standard of lifestyle that is luxurious, and we don't need to go beyond that because it doesn't serve any purpose. If we could all agree to that, there's so much we could do with that extra money.
Also true, I think. I agree. But I mean, Dennis's basic point, though, in saying that was more like, you know, we're getting to that point and we're on the cusp of it, and now we're getting cold feet. Basically.
I'm not getting cold feet. I love robots.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of automation. I also am mildly lukewarm positive on UBI. What I said during the show was that I support basic income until I see tweets that are like, if I didn't have to work, I would just play guitar all day. Why do you like, you know?
Isn't that okay though?
Why don't you help somebody? Like, if volunteer your time to like
them playing guitar doesn't mean that's literally all they'll ever do.
No. Go hang out with people. I would volunteer to, you know, like I'd be part of the neighborhood watch. I would go hang out with lonely old people at a senior's home. You know, like.
Are you sure you would do that?
I'm not saying I would do it. But I already. What I would do if there was UBI, it would definitely keep streaming.
Yeah, I know.
Still living in that universe, so I'm just saying, like, you have the right to do whatever you want under the system, but like, it makes me a little cynical that people are like, I would spend it all on leisure time. Well, but now that you've got time, just pay it forward.
Why isn't that good?
That's the same thing. Like when people have fantasies about winning lotto, they don't think like, man, I'm gonna have so much more time to help people. Nobody has like very few people have those fantasies at the very least. You know what I mean?
And again, I don't think that luxury in this case means that's all you're ever gonna do. You're gonna play guitar for like 20 hours and you're gonna eventually get bored and do something else.
Watch Netflix.
Maybe. I don't know. I think having the confidence to go that, like, because I did some hard work in my life, that everyone should be held to my standard doesn't seem fair. Some people can do less work physically than other people, and that's just the way the world works.
This is not a, hey, I'm being painted as being ableist for suggesting that it's a little selfish to spend all your days playing guitar.
No, I feel you. And I mostly agree too, honestly.
I do want to point out this is
at
like
the same
a glass
time,
houses sort of situation where we're playing video games and cracking bad jokes over time. It's not like we're providing a lot of value to society.
Actually
is that I would like to think that if all of a sudden it was like, hey, all of like, you know, you don't have to work anymore. Robots are doing everything. What are you gonna do? I'd be like, I find some way. I just think I would be bored if I couldn't
doing anything.
Yeah, like I feel like, isn't there something innate within most people that's like, I need to challenge myself and strive forward for something to
the whole argument for it,
leave an impact.
The pursuit of capital is the only reason to self-improvement?
No, I don't think he's even saying that.
This is not what I'm saying at all. This is Twitter. This is Twitter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No. Here. I'll say I'm kind of lukewarm on the whole idea as well, by the way, just saying. But the other thing is that the whole argument for it would be that if people don't have to do manual labor, then they will instead focus more on artisanry, more or less, right? Like they would go to school to be a doctor or a research scientist or something else, you know, like something like that.
Bread.
And but the part of that is not everyone has that drive, and that's okay for some people to fuck off and do nothing.
I want those people to feel bad about it.
Why?
I don't want them to die or be thrown in jail. But if we got UBI and one guy's like, hey, honey, I'm going to, you know, play board games with people at the hospital today, and then the other person is just like, I gotta watch Oprah. I want her to get a look, or him to get a look that says like, really, Oprah again? I'm not saying that they're bad people. I just think they should be given a look. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair. But then also there is the argument of like, sort of, you kind of touched on this, but like, what are we providing to society in a physical way?
And do you think then retirees should be used somehow for labor, like labor that befits their particular usage?
They've done their time.
Well, why not? You could be getting more mental labor out of these old people, right? They're sitting on their asses all day.
Gaslighting. we joked about gaslighting last week. I'm actually being gaslighted right now.
I ain't gaslighting shit, by the way.
Nick's gaslighted. I say I don't support communism. All of a sudden, I'm saying we should just put old people in the grinder because they're
I didn't say the grinder. I just said there's mental usages for them.
Yeah, but they've done their time.
Oh.
I also, and this is from like a place of sympathy, to be honest. I think that human beings are built to do things, and I'm trying to be as like non-controversial about this at all. And I think it's telling about the state of the internet that people in chat are going, I didn't know NL was a Republican. Is this where we're at? You're twittering right now.
That's this tribalistic bullshit. Here's okay. This has gotten so far from typical analysts.
I do have a point though. I was in the middle of the point when I made
fine. Go.
So I think that a lot of minor problems for people get obsessed about when they don't have something major to focus on. You know, it's like whenever people talk about like, oh, our neighbor, Miss Jenkins, she's a busybody. You know, ever since she retired, all she does is like narc on the neighbor kids for playing street hockey in the streets because they don't have like a real cause and they're lonely and bored. And I feel like even if some of it is a little artificial, it can be productive for people to have something to focus or even fixate on. And if they can do it in a way that's helpful to society, I think it can be good for their mental health and for, you know, the populace at large.
I think that's probably true. But we also don't live in that world yet, so we don't know. The point that I was going to make midway through when I got angry is that I'm frustrated whenever anything becomes like, well, if you think this way, you're an SJW, and if you think this way, you know, you're a Trump something. You know, like here's
Trump
the thing.
something.
I don't know
Look,
what the term that
I
SJW
voted for
means
Kelly
Trump
Leach
people.
because her campaign manager called somebody a cuck. If that makes me a Republican,
Here's my point. My point is people have this false idea that there are two sides to every story, and that's just not fucking true. Sometimes there are 3. Sometimes there are 7. Sometimes there's fucking 1. It doesn't mean that because you have an opinion on one thing doesn't mean you subscribe to the beliefs of every other opinion that every other person that shares that belief already has. It's a frustrating sentiment that I see all the time across social media, and it pains me.
Dr. Phil, the next vice president of the United States of America, said no matter how thin the paper is, it still has 2 sides. And he's
Also
right.
true.
Although he does ignore the existence of the 3rd dimension in this example.
They fold the paper in half and they put the pencil through it. I've seen that in every movie.
This is Stranger Things. Anyway, we'll be back in 3 minutes to play Tricky Towers.
Okay.
I refuse to be, it's not really bullied. What's a word that's like bullying but not really bullied? Harangued?
That's a very nice way of putting it,
I
yeah.
refuse to be harangued by chat into like this being an off-topic politics conversation. That's the show. The show is satirically talking about real things.
Like
Yes.
horse cum.
Like horse
Exactly.
cum, yeah.
Sometimes it's horse cum. Sometimes it's universal basic income.
Sometimes people
Income. There you go. All the different kinds of cum the NLSS talks about. Lovely.
Yeah.
Moreover, especially in like a humorous context, you should be able to tolerate a dissenting opinion without eye rolling.
Yes.
As long as it comes from a place of good faith.
Yes.
Now,
As long as it comes from a left-leaning perspective.
As long as it totally agrees with you in 100% of the spectrum. But
Very true. And that, my friends, is what's wrong with social media. But go on, yeah.
I'm still being gaslighted, and I'm calling out the gaslighting because it's gaslighting whether you're for it or against it. Okay. Someone said, "NL, you were judging the value of people." No, that's not true. I was judging what they do with their time. I'm not saying this is a less valuable person. I'm just saying that they should just get a look.
Okay, from a person of someone like from, I mostly agree with you.
Okay.
But devil's advocate.
Okay.
Is that not dissimilar at all to people saying "get a real job, streamer"?
I mean, it's probably like pretty much exactly the same, except I disagree with it.
Okay.
If they're playing their guitar, it's like the pornography versus sex work sort of situation. If you're filming it, it's automatically good. And that goes for absolutely everything. Snuff films, ass eating, no matter what.
Yeah, so like ass eating is fine, ass to mouth is not okay. I think that's the analog.
I don't like either, but again, it's you're as long as you have a real job, you can eat as much ass as you want between consenting adults.
As long as you have a real job. On the title screen for this game, apparently Candyman is now featured in the shop tab.
Yeah, you can buy them.
That's interesting.
We should have more political shows. This is fun.
Do we have a 4th person?
No, I don't.
I didn't ask
Wow!
because nobody. We came up with Viscera cleanup detail at 2:59.
Yeah.
So it was like I didn't know who to ask. Even the people who suggested it have never played it apparently, so it seemed like a bit of a lark. So we'll roll 3.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, exactly. Get Hafu.
She did. I have to respond to a DM. She sent me. Obviously, she's aware of the discourse. Who would have thought? You know, from it being spammed in chat 100 times an hour on a conservative level. And she was like, "Hey, I'm open to being on the NLSS, and I don't get easily offended. In case that's your concern." And I was like, "It kinda is, or it kinda was, I guess. But thank you for assuaging that concern." But I have to reply, which I'm still waiting on. How does one create a game? Find online cup, play with friends.
I'll message Hafu. Let's see.
Puzzle,
Hello,
survival.
Hafu, are you around?
Not for today. But
Brian
in the future,
says he doesn't want you on the show.
Okay, well, obviously,
all.
you're probably typing a twit longer right now, apologizing for my ignorance about universal basic income and saying you don't support it.
She
Big
said,
cup.
FFS. I thought we had something set up. Oh, god damn it.
You can join on me.
All right.
If you're online, I can invite you.
I will in a second.
You're not, Chet, you're not quote unquote triggering me by saying that you're a socialist. I live in Vancouver. 80% of our real estate is bike lanes. I know how to use chopsticks. I'm a worldly individual.
Dude, I love using chopsticks. I want to use them more.
What's stopping you?
I don't know. I just don't have like a nice pair, so I use the shitty wooden ones all the time.
Are they like, did you get them in takeout and you've been reusing them over and over?
There's several, like, at the deli, there's like a little grab bag and you can take more.
The deli sells chopsticks?
No, they don't sell them. You can just take some because they're with the sushi you can get there.
Deli sushi?
It's like they have a stand.
I'm going down a lot.
They have a
I'm going
stand
down a rabbit hole here.
They have a proper sushi chef, and he makes sushi there, and he sells sushi there.
Is the sushi chef Japanese?
Yes.
Does the sushi chef have a sous chef
On the seashore.
who is also
Actually, I don't know. Maybe.
Hey, Ichiro, the Schmohawk wants a California roll. That's what I'm picturing when you go into the
No. It's its own stand. It's like separate from the deli.
Hey. Oh.
I just don't know what to call a sushi section of the store, so I called it
section.
next to the deli. Thanks very much. Angelic gave me the indie characters, so I guess I have those now.
That was like triplicate racism, I'll admit. I've invited you, by the way, Nicholas.
Okay.
Hey, one tuna tataki coming right up.
Triplicate racism.
It's Emilio's specialty. Wagyu beef tataki. All right.
I don't think I can change
Did you
my
ever
stuff.
have the Wagyu beef in Japan?
I've had Wagyu beef.
Is it very, very good?
It's good. It's expensive, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's puzzle easy.
Nice.
It's like too expensive.
Okay, I'm on the far right.
I'm in the middle.
You're telling me.
Oh, weird.
Is that the actual way that you... That's like calm down for political discussions, is suggesting a liberal is actually a Republican. Oh, I'm stupid.
Calm down.
Fuck.
Oh, it's okay. I just didn't realize that, like, you're a Mitt Romney supporter. I voted for Obama twice, okay?
Yeah, that is. See, that kind of goes back to that thing that I was. No, that thing that I was talking about.
Actually,
where it's
really
frustrating.
bad. Anyway.
It turns out that people can have an entire spectrum of opinions that don't neatly fit into
Yeah.
two vastly different political
I
allegiances.
think that assisted suicide should be extremely legal.
Should be mandatory.
In fact, I think it should be mandatory for the unemployed.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
With this
Oh, sorry, overlay. There we go.
chaotic neutral for the political spectrum. I consider myself a libertarian communist. I'm a Dadaist Republican, to be honest with you.
I think that's just an anarchist.
Yeah, but with a little dab of pointillism thrown in there.
I like that you're bringing up the
dabs.
art terms in it. That's cool.
I know many art terms.
Well, you're a Dadaist Republican, of course you would.
Exactly.
Well, Dada isn't art, really. It's like a genre.
Whoa!
It's a genre, I'm saying. Never mind.
Nick
Go ahead.
just said Dada is an art. How do you feel about that, Dadaists?
There's probably a
come on.
lot of Dada defenders in chat right now.
Da 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 da.
Dada Nagila.
I don't know what that means. Oh, da 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 nagila. Hey, did you guys know that in Puzzle there's like these now?
What are those?
The vines.
Oh, the powers?
I thought they killed Vine.
I didn't know that actually. Assisted suicide, I suppose, sounds all right if people really want it.
No.
To me.
Yeah.
It's sort of like a thing, like...
This is the controversial episode.
Yeah, it really is.
Comes the shark. Here's what... Can you really be a free... Wow, great job. Can you really be a free nation if you're like 90 years old and in pain and you're like, I want to die with dignity, and the government's like, sorry. Like, in the next day, we might invent a cure for stage 900 everything cancer, so we got to keep you around because all human lives are sacred.
Well, on the alternative... Dota hasn't allowed Dota hasn't allowed people to surrender in games for that very same reason.
Because Dota lives are sacred?
Well, because any game could
Yeah, you could always come back, baby.
Exactly.
Why are you being such a pessimist, Grandpa?
I think we know how Ice Frog feels about assisted suicide.
What a weird topic.
Right. Yeah.
That was another one, and I guess like the real ethical dilemma is like, what if you're a doctor and you don't want to do that?
Right.
But like,
but I don't think no one is ever forcing a doctor to do anything.
Well, first off, I'm sure there's lots of sociopaths that would just do it for free. But secondly, sorry. Like you're a doctor. You probably don't necessarily want to look at people's like corroded gooches all day either, but
corroded.
It's kind of like it's part of the Hippocratic Oath or something, right? Like you got
like it's an oxidized metal gooch under there.
This dude's gooch is all fucked up, and you're the gooch doctor. Sorry, but
get in there and get to work.
That's why you're part of the 1%. You gotta look at this dude's gooch. Sorry, you gotta kill this person today.
I don't know. I don't think that's how that would work. Oh, I'm dead. Rip. God damn it.
Who does treat the gooch specifically? What specialist?
Dr. Feelgood.
Ah, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Fill you up good. I don't know. Like, I don't think anybody's ever suggested that they're gonna force anyone to do anything.
I'd do it.
Well, I remember that was like one of the arguments against something. Whereas, like, it was some bullshit a couple years ago. People were like, "Well, they're gonna make mandatory death doctors. They're gonna make doctors into slaves." Yeah, the death panels, and doctors are gonna be slaves. And it's like, nah, you like, why would that happen? Like, why would we change the rules and make it so that doctors are slaves? It doesn't make any sense. That seems very silly.
The Hippocratic Oath says that you can't give someone a lethal drug. Yeah, it was also written in ancient Greece. So maybe what Hippocrates don't know won't hurt him.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't written in ancient Greece, but you get the idea.
Yeah. Well, that's like that other thing where... I don't know.
Robert!
I don't know. Should I continue to talk?
I think we're all struggling to try and make light of things we take seriously without being as bad as it could be, but...
This is actually like my dream show.
Yeah, I like talking about this stuff too, actually. But okay, fine. One of the arguments against so okay,
Robert.
I'm trying to phrase this.
This is getting ridiculous.
So one of the arguments against against like universal healthcare, right? One of the arguments against it was, well, why should I have to pay for other people's healthcare? I should be able to only pay for my own.
Right.
But then it's a fundamental misunderstanding of how healthcare works. Like, even in the United States right now, you know, if you walk into a hospital and you have a fucking gunshot wound in your hand, they're not allowed to turn you away. They have to treat you.
There's private hospitals that can turn you away.
Well,
But
yeah,
most
but I mean,
hospitals, yes.
in a state hospital already, they cannot turn you away.
Dude, if you find a doctor who turns you away for a gunshot
No, I know, it's
wound to the
fucked up, I'm
head,
just saying.
get that dude to do the assisted suicides. You just found your candidate.
But my point is, like, where do people think that money comes from? That comes from your insurance bill. It's already being spread out.
Not to mention Medicare is socialized medicine, but they're also working on getting rid of that too, so.
True, yeah.
Well, have you ever considered that your love is like bad medicine, and bad medicine is what I need? Oh.
Oh. Good point.
No, you.
Yeah, so that's basically where we sit on the political spectrum. In case you were curious, I'm a neo-reactionary revisionist matrix Presbyterian.
Yep.
Nick is Vladimir Ilyich Lenin, and Robert is r/politics.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
I don't know.
This one is like trying to catch a greased hog. There's just no place to put this one. That's cool. I am the Senate. I'm glad to hear that.
I wish I was the Senate, man. That sounds great.
You guys ever, you interested in going into the world of politics?
I've thought about it, yeah.
Not me.
That's why I'd vote for Nick over you.
Yeah.
I want the man for the job or the woman for the job who doesn't want the job.
Yeah, I mean, I've thought about doing it, but then my better judgment has told me that there are far better people for it than me.
Well,
so.
and there's kind of like an awkward period, right? Like if you're 20, you can run for mayor and you got a shot because you're young. Like there's in our local race, there's usually like one dude who's like, hey, I'm 19, I'm a student at UBC and I'm running for mayor. And everyone's like, oh, look at you. That's just precious. But then when you're like, you know, you're 25, people are just like, he's inexperienced. Like you gotta wait another like, you know, 20 years to be taken seriously again. You've missed your window of precocious politics, and now you gotta wait until you're actually taken seriously as like a middle-aged adult. Fuck.
I don't know what our age limits are for mayor here. Are there ones that low?
I mean, there's an American city that has a dog for a mayor.
That's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
I think there's actually a different one that has a cat.
I guess they're not that serious about the whole thing then.
We've got a mayor that's like 24 and our city holds 500,000 people. That seems unusual, but I mean, more power to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, what happens here? Oh, okay.
I've been given the
he
gold
won.
cups.
Yeah. He won.
He won.
Dude, I would have a fucking dog for mayor of New York. Fuck it.
No, that's obviously just horrible. It's a city with like 12 million people.
Yeah, but let's see what happens, you know?
You can't make a dog the mayor of a city that actually matters.
Yeah, Rob,
Hey.
let's see what happens. That works really well. Let's see what happens.
Hey, mayor dog, 2 barks for universal basic income and 1 bark for no.
Hey, dog, 1 bark for outlawing the best pizza in New York. 2 barks for not outlawing it.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
a boof for I don't care.
Yeah.
No animal mayors. If
He
your town
licked
has
his
more than 1,000
balls.
people, it should be illegal. Can the government take back your town if you're doing a bad job with it?
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody
How could you
Really?
stop them?
owns...
I'm being serious. Like, if the government was like, oh, well, you know, Cambridge just elected a dog mayor, we're sending in the National Guard.
I don't know, actually. I'm sure, right?
It feels like you should be able to give that town back to somebody who would actually care about it.
I feel like that's one of those things that, like, there's probably no precedent for it, but if they really
Like the
wanted
Air Bud
to-
rule.
Right, yeah. Fuck!
That would be very interesting in seeing how. I would be interested in seeing how that plays out.
There would be so many. Oh man, I kind of hope that happens now because there would be so many hilarious arguments about states' rights versus the federal government. Oh god, that'd be so funny.
So like hypothetically, if I named someone I didn't like to be mayor, the government could come in and I'm just saying, if we're gonna let the government step in and usurp a dog mayor, what's to stop them from usurping a human mayor they don't like?
Yeah. Okay, wait, no, someone actually says to me in chat, a township will be determined by the state government, so local government could probably be suspended by state government, but not the federal one.
I think that's, like, it's like getting a temp ban on Twitch. It's like, if you elect a dog mayor, sorry, but your funding is cut by like 30% for a year. Sorry, I mean, what'd you think was gonna happen when you took the highest office on a regional level and gave it to a dog?
Yeah, that's probably fair.
What about a horse mayor?
You know who I want to lock up, actually?
Classic. Who do you want to lock up?
Yeah, well, besides Hillary, is...
the
one that I really want to lock up is people that say fucking Jaguar.
You mean the English?
No.
Well, okay, I'm gonna say it the way I would say it if I saw a car.
Yeah.
Nice Jaguar.
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 Yeah. You know what? I'm even okay with Jaguar, but when it's Jaguar, it just it just burns my britches.
Check the Jaguar.
Yeah, it's very frustrating to me. You know, I mentioned this because the Jaguars,
I know, it's football. Yeah.
Yes. But now that means that for the rest of the playoffs that they're in, I have to listen to these people saying Jaguar.
Isn't there a quarterback named like Brad Wartortle or something?
Brad Wartortle.
It's honestly pretty close. It's Blake Bortles.
I kind of like Brad Wartortle.
I like Brad Wartortle.
Is pretty good. Yeah. Hey, I did it. Rec Tech.
I don't have a team in the NFL. I used to cheer for the Kansas City Chiefs because I played ESPN NFL football, and they were outrageously good with Tony Gonzalez on the tight end and Priest Holmes in the RB position.
Yeah. Sad year for them.
But I'm happy for the Jaguars because I heard that they're like historically terrible. Yeah. But they're very much outperforming their expectations. And also, Kyle, aka Full Grown Gaming, is a fan of them. Yeah. And he has a good reason to be because he's from Florida, so.
Fuck.
How are the San Francisco 69ers?
They are bad this year, but they got a franchise quarterback in a transaction with the New England Patriots, so who knows? The future could be bright. Like I said, I'm not a big football fan.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of what's happening in the series, but
that's their quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo, also known as the handsomest man in the NFL,
also known as Nick's sushi chef.
Yeah. No, that dude, he is pretty.
See, like,
yeah, no, I know. I was gonna make the joke myself. Actually.
Okay, I see.
But no, like that's also just been like an NFL subreddit meme for a long time.
Are there any other football people that are also Pokemon? Other than Wartortle?
What a great question.
That is a good question.
There's some really, I mean, we've talked about Ha Clinton Dix and stuff like that.
Ha Clinton Dix, yeah.
Shit. A lot of football names that are normal for football are also weird in real life. Like even just the name Drew Brees is like, if you saw that, if you were like, hey, we got a new guy working here, his name's Drew Brees, you'd be like, his name's Breeze, like the wind. You know,
I find it refreshing, honestly.
There's well, I think I've mentioned this before, but I mean, there's a guy coming out of college named Weston Steelhammer.
Straight out of college.
How do they get these cool names?
I don't know, man. It's bad fucking ass, though, isn't it?
I'm waiting for the next one to be like Labia Destroyer.
Well, one of the best Jets offensive linemen was named DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Yeah. DeBrickashaw.
D''Brickashaw.
Did you guys see the news that Aaron Rodgers is dating AlpacaPatrol.
Whoa.
Yep.
He was dating Olivia Munn for a long time.
I hope he doesn't get ghosted by AlpacaPatrol.
How long did they date? A month?
A month.
I get it. I get it. Yeah, no, they dated for a while.
6 months?
Several
months?
Several months?
Several years. So.
Yeah, but express that in months.
Maybe 36 months.
36 months?
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't really follow sports relationships.
You should.
I really
should. It's a video game relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Buck from Rainbow Six combined with AlpacaPatrol from Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Best mover.
Did you know?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is going to make you more interested in playing it or you're never going to install it ever again after hearing this news. The mid-season patch coming to Rainbow Six Siege sometime in the next, few weeks is going to add a cooperative, wave-based zombie shooting mode.
Oh, really?
That's correct.
Well, I have the game installed now. I just haven't had an opportunity to play it, really.
Did you install the high-definition texture pack? Because it's like 100 gigabytes.
That's like another 100 gigs.
Are you fucking kidding? No,
you don't have to install the HD textures.
Yeah, you're going to be a real sad boy if you don't have them.
Definitely not going to.
You won't be able to see anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not in the patch, but it's coming soon. Like, I'm as cynical as anybody about zombies. No questions asked. But
great.
The fact that there's like a potential co-op version of that game that's not just Terrorist Hunt, which is kind of bland, is a little interesting, at least.
You know how I feel about zombies in video games is if it's an add-on, I'm all for it. Add as much on as you want. If you come out with a zombie game that's about zombies, I'm probably not gonna look at it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What about zomboids?
That's
totally different.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I suppose if they could maybe, the main thing is I'm really just tired of the word zombie. If they could call it something else, like maybe like a freaker or
like a Zed.
Yeah, something like that. That might
don't
say
get me the Z word.
Yeah.
Can you outfit your little RC car to have like a flamethrower to kill the zombies from under doors?
Not yet. I mean, but there is an operator who has an RC car that shoots a taser.
Oh, that's pretty close.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good enough.
And then, I shouldn't have done that. You can also get elite skins for the operators that can have like effects on the drone. But like, I think now I'm talking to myself. Like, I think you were making a joke and then I took it seriously, and that's what's happening now is that.
Yeah, but how elite though are the skins?
Like $15 elite.
That's too elite for me.
Yeah.
I do not belong to that elite class.
So can you actually answer this for me? Like,
yes.
Why did you suddenly start getting back into Siege?
2 reasons.
Okay.
The most proximate cause is that I got sick of PUBG as it approached 1.0. And I was like, I want something that scratches that itch, but is like better, or at least more new to me. And then the second one is that it was great when it came out, and through ups and downs has really managed to persevere and get better over the past 2 years. So it's kind of like a feel-good story for games. Is that this game that people were like, I don't expect it to be very good, came out and it was better than expected, and then the community sort of dipped and it still came back. Like it through Ubisoft's perseverance and dedication, they've managed to bring it back, and it's like extremely popular now.
So that's actually the reason that I ask. It wasn't actually even intended to be like why people give a shit about this game. It's more like because then after you started playing it, I also saw like it rise in Twitch as well, as if everyone suddenly started playing.
I see that happen all the time. Whatever Ryan plays, the whole world starts playing immediately after.
So I want to say something. Everybody's playing Slay the Spire on Twitch now. That's not me. That's give credit where credit is due. That's like Sinnoh and Sleep Cycles. I saw them playing it, and I started playing it myself. They might be Patient Zero, or who knows, maybe there's like a German streamer or something like that. But that ain't me.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even necessarily making saying that like people started playing it because you started playing it. I was just sort of more saying like, why did everyone suddenly decide that they wanted to play that game again?
Usually, I have my finger on the pulse of the nation. Is what
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, no, I think like the same. I know it happened to. Well, it was like there's a lot of things that happen at once.
Fuck.
So. Like PUBG hit 1.0 and people were kind of like, this is just 1.0 in name. It's not 1.0 in like actual performance or anything. So yeah. That happened. And then like right around the same time, the new season came out, which had 3 new operators.
Okay.
The operators, it's almost like adding a new hero into Dota, right? Like they've all got their own unique abilities. So people were like organically interested in that because there was new content. And then a lot of streamers, myself included, but much more predominantly Shroud, who is like maybe the biggest streamer on Twitch now and was a PUBG pro, was like, hey, I'm getting a little sick of PUBG. For some variety, I might throw in some Siege. So he started playing it, and I think it's had like a little bit of a ripple effect.
Okay. Yeah, really, I was more kind of trying to find...
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot about Tyler 1.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm curious. I'll play it eventually.
Oh, I really thought that was gonna work.
I don't like this little shitty pedestal we keep getting.
Yeah, this one's nasty.
I can't do much with that, to be honest. I mean, I got the vines at least.
But yeah, Siege is great.
Yeah,
Siege is wonderful. It's a great game.
Get a fucking stack together. I'll play it. Motherfucker.
I play like an hour of it a night between 1 and 2 a.m. Pacific usually. That's gonna go away soon. I ran this by Kate on her stream, but I want to run it by you guys as well. So I'm taking this class, and there's an assignment once a week. Last week was week 1. Last Wednesday was week 1. Teacher's like, I'm not gonna post the assignment tonight. I'll post it tomorrow. Today's Monday. It's due Tuesday night. Hasn't posted the assignment yet.
It's like a game jam.
Yeah, well, I'm like, what do I do? So at first, Kate was like, you should email him. And I was like, you're probably right. So I emailed him and I was like, hey, bud, what's up with the whole assignment thing? And then he hasn't replied to me, and it's due in like 36 hours. So I'm kind of like, what would you do in this situation? What's your advice?
What would you do?
Because right now, I'm like, just going to do nothing.
What can you do?
It feels like there's nothing I can do.
I would take it as an excuse to get away with doing nothing.
Like, what physically could you do?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there actually
aren't
is
any
nothing.
options.
Short of like going to his office hours or something and being like, hey, dude, what's up?
Even emailing him is almost above and beyond in this case.
And then there's like a discussion board on the website portal, or the course portal, I should say. And I was like, I could post there, but if I post,
it's over for everybody.
Goes, oh, I forgot to post the assignment. Here it is.
You're gonna be that.
You're gonna be that guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
Teacher, you forgot to give us homework.
I want to do the assignment because I need the practice, but I'm not going to be the guy who's like, well, it said in the syllabus that we were going to have homework, so don't blame me. Like, I'm not going to do that.
Silly boss.
That's not the adult thing is to contact him in private, I think. But that's what I'm asking.
I think so
as well. Okay, so I'm in the clear.
Yeah, I think you did all that is reasonably expected of you. So you're good.
Yeah, you're good. You're in the clear.
Okay.
Play games. Hang out.
Sick, dude.
Yeah, fuck them. That's what I say.
Play Overwatch tonight instead.
Yeah. Dude.
Well, what I was actually concerned about is maybe like I'm on an unupdated version of Chrome or something, and then everybody else can see it, but for some reason I can't. But that's what the email's for.
Yep.
Yeah, you emailed him. You are
plausible deniability.
You're free of blame there.
No.
You're good, dude. I take anything that I can as an excuse to not do things.
So you can identify an excuse when you see one.
You got a real good one there. That's
well,
easy.
I also feel like this class is like predominantly 30-year-old people who want to be there. So I hope that you would take any excuse as like a real excuse. Because why would I pay $500 to take the class?
Yeah.
And then in week 1, just be like, my dog ate my code.
My dog ate my colon.
I think it's hilarious that Nick has won every round and
lost every game.
He's only 3 points up on Rob and I, who have tied in every single other round. It seems like if you win 3 in a row, you should have like a dominating lead. But
you would think, yeah.
It's cool. I don't care very much. I'm just having fun playing this.
It is pretty funny that we are actually perfectly tied.
So yeah, I mean that's pretty much like the gist of my week in terms of.
My chat just went only $500 for a class, then sad face.
How much is a class in like one credit in American schools, or one full semester class?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
It depends on the school entirely. That's the thing with it.
Yeah, mine was like $8,500 for a semester for all the classes, so I don't really remember.
It was like 5 classes.
Yeah, something like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's rough.
I think some years I did 4, some I did 5, depending on my work schedule.
My tuition in college was like, I mean, it was 10 years ago, but it was like $4 or $5 grand a semester, so it was probably like $700 a class. But
it's not bad.
That's still pretty high, though. It's reasonably high.
I don't know. When we were looking at Kate doing her master's in the U.S., or oh, I'm just done then, huh? That makes sense. It was gonna be like 35 grand a year.
Oh,
and I was like, that really put it in perspective. Where I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Oh, you just said 35 grand, not 3,500.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
shit.
Correct.
I mean, that's basically
35 grand a year.
A year, not entirely. Oh,
well,
not a semester though. As well.
No, dude, I was gonna go to Penn State, but then that's basically how much it costs, and it was like, well,
the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, and then I was like, well, yeah, that seems we probably shouldn't do that. Then that seems really, really bad. So yeah, I mean, pretty much like a lot of kids want to go out of state for college, and
because it's part of the experience.
Basically, yeah. You want to get as far from home as possible and see what that's like. But yeah, it's costly to go out of state.
So if you're, many people, excuse me, many people watching this probably are. Fuck! Hello.
65,000.
It was 65,000.
The tuition fee.
Oh, you only got half of it, apparently.
Wow, yeah, so it was going to be 130 grand for the degree, plus, having to live in either Boston or San Francisco.
What a deal.
Right?
And if you go to Boston, those big dogs are running around everywhere trying to run you over.
There's a lot of dogs in Boston. So many stray dogs in that city.
The big dog from Boston Dynamics.
But, what was I saying like a minute ago?
$65,000?
Prior to that, I forgot. Oh, I think if you're in like 12th grade and you're like, what am I going to do for college? I need to get far away from my parents. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. I went to school in my hometown, like less than a 20-minute. Oh my God, I wasted my vine. Less than a 20-minute drive away from my parents. It's like the dream scenario. Yeah. Not everybody's going to have this option, but I lived like not with my parents, either in dorms or in like a house off campus. And then like once a week, they took me out for dinner. It's a wonderful situation. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Nice. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
I thought I heard an Austin in there somewhere.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think so.
Well, that was weird. It was like a dream scenario. It's like I had all the freedom of off-campus living, but then also it was like, hey, you want to like eat at a restaurant for the first time in a month? I was like, yeah, that sounds great.
I lived at home and commuted to school and went to work full-time to pay for my college. It was less of a dream scenario, but it was okay.
That sounds like it's livable.
It was livable, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I had a pretty easy go of it, but living on college campus food fucking sucks.
Did you have like a cafeteria?
Yeah, so like there were two I mean I struggle to call them restaurants, but that's what they would call them.
Were they like little shitty cafes? Because that's what I had.
So here's the thing, we had a cafe, but that wasn't part of the of your like meal plan.
Oh yeah,
cards.
no, I paid out of pocket for all my meals there. They were like $9 for a sandwich. It was such bullshit.
That was the only place that had good food. The other shit was there were like literally stories of people legitimately believing that they were putting laixatives in the food.
What?
Yeah, they're putting what?
I thought you were gonna say people literally bleeding.
Oh no, no, that would be terrible.
Well, dude, so the freshman 15 is like a real thing that happens where people gain, you know, some weight in their first year of college when they're eating in the dining halls. Here's the reason why it happens is that most university campuses give you two choices. You can either eat food that's reasonably healthy and tastes like garbage because it's being warmed up in like a water boiler behind the scenes, or you can eat like pizza and hamburgers that are still not very good, but at least, you know, they taste a little bit better than the weird shrimp scampi that's made like by mixing
I would try that.
Anchovies and toothpaste in the back.
Oh, never mind. I'm out, actually.
Yeah, no,
I love shrimp
And
scampi,
that
though.
and probably binge drinking way too much. But yeah, like from a dietary standpoint, everybody that was like living in my dorm room started out with like an 8-pack, and then eventually around November, you're just like, all right, well, this is God or Damarong. Am I gonna not enjoy the taste of food for the next 8 months, or am I gonna gain a belly? And most people gained a belly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, it's kind of like the freedom of being able to choose what you eat, sort of more than you have been for the rest of your life.
That's true.
And they drank their 8-pack that they had sitting around.
That's true, yeah.
Coca-Cola Black.
Mountain Dew, Red Zone.
Code Red.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's a code. It's like a danger call.
You're right. I never had an 8-pack. I had a 12-pack. It went down to an 8-pack.
I saw you in Dragon Slayer Doppelganger. You had fucking guns.
Yeah, I watched that again this weekend, as you might expect.
Yeah, it was animated.
It was animated by Dragon.
As a tradition, yeah.
Just a wonderful piece of media.
That's the end of that.
Oh.
Goodbye. Oh, it's a huge hit.
It was a great animation.
I've yet to see it, actually.
It actually made me nostalgic because he like modeled the house that we used to live in.
Oh, really?
I can't remember if I just told this to Corey or if I've told this on the stream, but the university house that we lived in was so shitty that when people would come over and like drink in our basement, which reeked of mold, there was one bathroom in a house for 6 people. So if you had company over, it got like pretty busy. People would just open up the back door that was adjacent to the basement and piss out of the back door, but the foundation was cracked. So when you pissed out of the back door, the urine eventually, after like 6 or 7 people going, would seep through the crack and back into the house. So there was like a little puddle of urine you had to watch out for when you use the ramshackle bath.
Rob's lunches at school, he was talking about how he was pissing out the back door.
I don't remember that.
You just said the laxatives in there.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Ruin all my jokes.
I did, on my last day of high school, me and a couple of guys went up to the roof and pissed off of it. That was pretty cool.
I don't support that.
Yeah. That was fun.
It sucks Malf had to die in Dragon Slayer Doppelganger. I miss him.
Well, it was to propel my character forward.
Forehead.
It was to propel my character's forehead.
Freudian slip.
Yeah. Can we get some foreheads in chat, please?
I'm waiting for the sequel, 5-head.
Yeah.
Okay. Just gotta keep it going. Gotta make the good things last, and then I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think you heard that growing up, like, hey, really enjoy this time. It's the best time in your life. And then there were also people who were like very cynical about that phrase and were like, this is the best time. This sucks.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm kind of like in the middle on that. It wasn't the best time of my life.
Had like a
no,
had a real position.
Well, my position is basically like it was pretty fun times. I had a good time, and I'm probably having a better time now.
It is what you make of it. I don't know why they can make blanket declarations like it's going to be the best time of your life. It might be awful. It might be amazing, though.
What about the summer of '69?
Well, that's the greatest generation, right? They had a much rougher time of it than the millennials do.
That was
right, yeah.
Poor Joe Biden.
I had a pretty great time in high school. and college.
Yeah, I had much more fun in high school than I did in college.
Yeah, me too, probably. College was more like...
College was just work. I just had to go to work and go to college, and that's all I did.
Yeah. Robert. Don't worry about it.
Oh!
Probably too dark for the show.
It's like, it's different kinds of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I essentially have, like, a dream job. I have a wonderful family life. Yeah. But there's still, like, responsibilities that even as a 29-year-old, you don't have to deal with as a 19-year-old.
True, yeah.
So when I was 19, like, to my own name, I had no money, obviously, or not very much. And, like, I lived in, like, a shithole. But I also was living easy.
We don't use that word anymore.
There was like, oh right, sorry. And I had no overarching responsibilities.
Yeah.
It was literally just like, as long as you go to class and get your work done, you're good. That's it. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
And by the way, biggest stress most of the time. I got a paper due in 10 days. It's finals week.
So I guess that's the thing. In high school, for me, was mostly when I had the most freedom, and then in college, I was immediately into the, like, you have to pay for everything and support yourself. And like in high school, I didn't have that, so that was actually better.
Yeah, I acknowledge I was in a pretty lucky situation.
It's cool.
No,
I mean,
me
I
too.
got most of the fun out of me already by then, so I'm good. High school was fun. I had like 2 solid years. I was in a band, and I had a girlfriend, and people respected me, and then I graduated.
Got a taste of that legitimacy.
Actually, that was always the shittiest thing in like going from like elementary school to middle school to high school, is that like you're always, the last year is always like, oh, you're at the top of the school, like this is, everybody looks up to you, you're badass,
and then you're thrown right out.
Yeah, and you're thrown right back into like, oh, you were the shittiest people.
Smallest fish in the biggest pond. GG on your win there. Roka.
Yeah,
I guess we should play some.
Roka.
Let's play some Shadow Warrior.
Yeah, let's do it.
Viscera Cleanup Detail Shadow Warrior Edition.
Okay.
I'm gonna play that game with my mouse and then also my keyboard.
Cat. Get in the box.
So
He wants to go behind the computer.
Wax political again.
Oh, good.
Not actually political.
Yeah, let's go.
But I just wanted to talk about the state of our world and the media. I saw...
Talk about the State of the Union as well.
No, I saw on the television in big letters, the headline was like, there is debate as to whether the president said shithole or shithouse. And it's like, what? This is really a news story?
No, but
like,
there were complaints to the FCC that he said shithole.
Oh,
so how could there have been debate if people were complaining that they heard him say it?
Oh, God.
I don't know, man.
To pick you up.
Like either one, it's just like that's really news. That's the news here. That's so loud.
I think
Rob streamed ads.
I broke the stream. Oh no. Oh yeah. Am I gone? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think that the news has fundamentally failed the Western world.
Yeah, I mostly agree.
An obligation to inform and sell advertisements conflict with one another, create an environment where the media attempts to stoke anxiety and then suggest to the viewer that the answers to that anxiety only exist after the commercial break.
Yes.
But the answer never comes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not to say that all media, like all news, is bad. I don't agree with that. Lots of great work being done, but 24-hour news, I don't know, man. I think it's like psychological poison.
Did you see the tweet I made today? That was what I had for headlines. It was like,
what was it?
The asteroids are crashing into the Earth. There's a volcano going off. There's the KKK have taken over Virginia. It was like, what is happening?
Yeah, I mean, it was similar to the whole issue with like social media too. It's like the same kind of thing. It's like the The only thing that people click on, or the only thing that people want to hear about on the news, is like all the worst shit. Because the normal shit is not newsworthy. That's frustrating.
But I don't think anybody should watch 24-hour news.
It is I think like my mom watches like nonstop like MSNBC, and it's like this like I've watched a little bit of it, and it's like this is like liberal Fox News. This is just nonstop people hot taking, just all hot takes all day.
There's a lot of takes, and they're all really.
Oh god,
really
Dolby Digital! It's so loud.
Split screen co-op. I would like to host that, please.
Would you?
We would like to do a cleanup, and we would like to do it in the Zilla Pagoda.
Split screen co-op though?
No, that was one of the options. We're not doing that.
Okay.
I don't think anyway.
I have no idea how this game works.
I'm gonna hit start, and then I'm gonna see if I can invite you after that.
You pretty much just clean, more or less.
Really?
Yeah.
No, like legitimately, yeah. That's more or less. Oh, friend games.
Yeah,
okay.
I clicked on it. I think it's joining on the
Really?
Zilla Pagoda.
Yeah, that's where I am.
All right,
I'm connecting.
Are you kidding me? There's somebody here.
that's me.
What?
Yeah,
Who's
I'm
this
in too.
guy?
That's me.
Oh my goodness, it was so easy.
That was extremely simple.
That was easier
Hey,
than like
fellas.
anything we've ever done.
I told you, the game is pretty easy to. Like, the last experience I had with it is like, it's very easy to do this.
What do you think of these floppy fingers we got there? What do you think of that whole thing?
I mean, that's
Like-
pretty great physics, right? Look at that.
All right, I get it.
So our goal is eventually your mop is going to get covered in blood, and you
Oh,
gotta get
one step ahead of you, mister.
we got to get some water in a bucket, and then the bucket is how you wash the mop out. But eventually the bucket gets ruined, and then we got to bring the bucket to the incinerator.
I'm gonna jump a step ahead of you here, Nick.
Yeah?
I think this level has a little gimmick in that we're supposed to use the river.
Yeah, you can wash your you can wash it up in the river there. Is a man's head over here?
Yeah, so the
that's not
buckets
good.
are also useful in collecting body parts and bits, and then you can bring those to the incinerator as well.
Man, this is like Jordan B. Peterson's favorite game.
Wait, do we put him in the box, actually?
See, by the way, I just wanted to mention that I chuckled, but I didn't understand the joke.
Okay, Jordan B. Peterson is a Canadian professor. He's a Canadian professor.
What's he
professing?
professing?
I don't really know what he does, but I know he's extremely popular in our demographic.
Gotcha.
One of the
Whoa,
things he
careful,
suggests
careful.
is to clean your room all the time. But he's also like, I don't know, he might like be political, I think is part of it.
Gotcha.
Be careful you don't hit the body parts around because they spread tons of blood on everything, so just pick up the body
True.
parts.
Also important to note, why the fuck did they choose red carpets on this?
To make it harder to see.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
very frustrating. I'm gonna be
Okay, I
honest.
got the bucket here. I assume the incinerator is probably near us. Is this it over here?
I don't know. We should actually probably search for. Oh no, it's over here.
Disposal bins.
Hey, you guys do that. I'm just gonna.
There we go.
mop. I got it.
Yeah,
under
mop
Okay,
that
check
way.
it out. So
it's
see this
so loud.
this biohazard box right here, this yellow thing? This is where you put the body parts into.
Thank you, thank you.
You knocked it over. There's two of them actually, so put it in either one.
How do you pick up body parts again?
Switch to your hands.
Ah, gotcha.
One second. I gotta I gotta lower the volume.
So we'll see if we can get this whole place cleaned up in an hour. I hope we can.
You think that's plausible?
I don't know. I don't know how big this place is. I haven't looked around yet. An hour is about how long some of the smaller levels took. We've got to work together, be fastidious, and be careful we don't knock over each other's buckets, because that could be a problem.
We put all the body parts in this big old trunk?
Yeah, but then we got to bring them to the incinerator at the end.
I'm about to incinerate some bodies right now.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh!
There you go. Yeah, so leave that closed for a bit, and then we can use this bucket in the interim.
I burned them up.
I forgot if it eats the whole bucket or if it just eats the body parts out of the bucket.
There's like some problems with collision a little bit. Not sure if you noticed that.
Wait, so apparently this is the entire first level from Shadow Warrior that's just been ported into Viscera cleanup detail.
Oh, yeah,
so
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so this is gonna be enormous.
Wait, what's
Oh,
this?
really?
It's a South Park gun.
What's this? I actually don't know what that is.
This.
What's this?
It looks like it smells
What's
things.
this?
Put it in your mouth.
Does it smell stuff?
Graf's
Maybe
going
it's a smell
crazy
it.
when I got this out.
It probably stinks over here because it's all the blood.
Oh, personal log.
Whoa!
That thing detects viscera. Like a...
Oh, it's so you can 100% the level because sometimes you'll leave a little spot of blood and forget about it.
Okay.
Or you just won't be able to see that there's a spot of blood somewhere. I forgot they added that because you used to just have to find it manually every time.
Hey guys, check it out.
What's up?
Hoo-yah! Slice!
Oh shit, he's got a
Slice,
katana.
Slice, slice, slice!
We're gonna end up like these poor people.
Slice, slice! Chop!
Wow, he's really good.
Yep.
You got a lot of bloody footprints all over everything, man.
Yeah, we were not supposed to walk through the blood.
Sorry, I was all in pursuit of the body parts. I wasn't thinking much about the footsteps.
I don't think we're supposed to put things in that weird trunk.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't know that at first. I thought
It's
that
like,
was the
it's
incinerator.
glitching out. Like, go!
Take him out of there, I guess. Oh, there's some money on the ground here. That's cool.
Nice.
Where'd that bucket go? I had a bucket here somewhere.
Damn.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is just a trunk full of bodies, huh?
It's probably the one I filled up.
Yeah.
So I guess we should clean up the viscera, and
Yeah.
then we should, like, clean up the body parts.
The
and
body
then we
should go
mod-
first, yeah.
Absolutely, because if you knock around the body parts, it makes everything worse. So you want to clean up the everything worse after the fact.
Alright, I'm gonna go burn up some bodies, because that thing's full.
Where's the incinerator?
It's over on the back right corner where I'm standing right here.
It is so hot in here right now.
Mm.
Hold on a second. I will be right back.
We probably need another bucket. I think we can
This the
generate them.
incinerator?
No, it's back here. It's the burning thing.
Okay, one sec.
One of those produces bins, though, that we can throw stuff away into. Oh, there's one. Yeah,
All right.
incinerator's right here.
Shirts off, boys.
Hell yeah.
It's too hot. Dude, the other night, it was fucking 60 degrees in this apartment
Weird.
building. Well, 60 degrees in New York. My apartment building had the fucking heat on.
Well, that's just a
What
waste.
kind of monster does this?
Oh, dang, this looks
absurd.
big. You
Yeah,
guys,
I've heard that before.
You guys know where to get more of these buckets?
Nope.
There's another incinerator over here. Maybe we're supposed to take them back out of the incinerator when we're done.
I'll go grab this one, see if there's bodies. Yeah, there's no bodies in it, so yeah.
Everyone, please grab a bucket, jump in it, and then grab each other's buckets. The physics will flip out, and it will go crazy.
All right, I'm on a bucket, friends. Go ahead and grab it.
1 second.
Yeah, jump on.
You've already
Grabbed
done
it.
No, hold on, I gotta grab. Hold on. Got it.
Oh!
Yeah!
Wait, do that again.
I think we
They're
stuck
locked
the
together
buckets
now.
together, yeah.
But they turn on their own.
Did I
you done
dislodge
it.
it?
We
Yeah,
made
okay.
a lot of mess doing that, too.
Hey, where'd you get that
Yeah,
other bucket?
Ah, head!
There's 3 buckets right here, actually, Ryan.
1 sec.
All right. Oh.
What is wrong with this? What am I holding? There it is.
You got a trunk. How do I turn this
Yeah, what
over?
if-
Oh,
What
there
if
we
we
go.
both grab the suitcase? Bless you.
All right, I'm ready.
I am ready as well.
I gotta get up. I gotta get up. Okay.
3, 2, 1, grab.
Oh boy, there we go.
Off we go!
Hell yeah.
Oh!
Try grabbing the buckets. That's a neat trick.
Well, it's fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right.
All right, so what's the next game?
Back this.
I think you can just throw the body parts directly into the incinerator if that's easier.
You can, yeah.
It's just mostly for collection.
I can't. Oh, I've got a piece of glass. That was.
Is this a meme game? Is that what's happening?
I don't know.
No, it's kind of therapeutic. For me, anyway. I kind of like cleaning stuff up. Like with no real consequences, where if you like fail cleaning something up, you don't have to live with the dirty room. I'm putting the gun in the incinerator too.
No, shoot it, dude.
Oh, I found a mop or a brush here.
Yeah. Can you crouch a little bit?
Sure.
Can you crouch in this game? See?
I don't think you can
wait, no, you can't
no.
crouch. Doesn't work.
Just stand still for a
You
second.
got a little blood on you.
That's fine. I'm trying to perfect some Lucio cosplay.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. I won't move anymore.
Nah, I don't think it's gonna work. Rob, can you bring your mop over here?
Yeah, hold on. Oh, wait. Yeah, what's up?
No, don't hit him with it.
He's trying to give you dreadlocks, I think.
I was trying to get.
Oh. Well, you know, there's an alternate attack button for the mop.
Well, that doesn't help. In fact, I'm making things worse using that.
Be gone.
Yeah. There's a reason for that. I don't remember what it's for.
Maybe to knock
No,
stuff
I
off.
wanted that water.
I was holding it. Why would you grab it?
I didn't grab anything.
Here, I'm getting some buckets.
Grab some body parts too while you're at it.
That's what I mean. I'm gonna grab the buckets and bring them back. You can put some body parts. Don't put the body parts in the buckets. Put them in the biohazard container.
I'm gonna put them in wherever the fuck I
No,
want
it only
them, to be
holds. You
honest
don't
with
need a bucket to hold an arm. If it only holds one arm, you might as well just carry it.
That's what I'm
dude.
doing.
It doesn't speed up the labor process.
Isn't that weird to think about an arm that you're carrying? The arm is what usually does the carrying.
Oh. Look
What
at
is-
that. I'm fitting an arm, a head, and a foot in here.
Why does it say Soma Kondo on whatever this little bit is?
Somakando!
See this thing? It looks like a flash drive.
Man, I gotta say, Viscera cleanup detail. If you wanted people
Burn
to
it.
carry things in buckets, probably should have fixed the physics of having things inside of those buckets.
What do you mean?
So it's a limitation of the engine, I guess.
Yeah.
They'd probably have to nullify the physics on it, and then they'll probably break it more.
Unreal developers, am I right?
Coding jokes. Hey, no, I want that gun.
You're tracking blood everywhere. That's fine. We'll mop it up later.
Yeah, I figure we get the body parts all done.
inevitable, yeah. You might as well just do the body parts first, right?
You're right, though. We are tracking a lot of blood.
It's fine, dude.
This
Oh.
cat, man.
That's some nasty meat.
I've been there.
My cats have this new meta. They're used to, like, they meow, they get in here, they sleep in the box. Now, they don't like the box anymore. The box is like yesterday's, turkey leg. So now, what they do is they come in here, they meow, and they lay down on the mouse.
What?
And it's like, the more you get mad at them for doing it, the more they're like, okay. But then they just do it again. Like, let's test the theory. Hello. Oh, Ruka.
I'm a
Here it comes. Step 1, jumped on the computer.
Okay.
Step 2, he's sniffing around. Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go? I could go anywhere. Where am I gonna go? Oh, this place seems nice. Yeah, right on the mouse.
Jeez.
He's just testing you. He wants to see how far he can get away with.
You think it's like a dominance thing?
I think so. Yeah,
I'm
probably.
so tired of always having to assert my dominance.
I think your
Am I
cat's
not
just green-hatted
asserted
you.
enough? Can I just be dominant over this cat now?
You gotta hold him down, I think, is what they say. I don't know.
You gotta hold him
I'm not gonna
down.
fuck my cat.
No, I didn't say that.
You gotta hold him down, spread him open, and just go to town.
Oh, that's nasty, Rob.
Yeah, that's probably true. I do like having telekinesis hands. I just wish my telekinesis lasted longer than like a fingertip away.
I mean, I'm putting the body parts in the incinerator.
That's good.
But they're not burning up.
They take a little bit of time, but
I'm
they
getting
burn
some
up.
fresh water for us because I know we're all gonna need it soon.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I need that right now, actually.
You gotta close the door. Oh, nobody told me there was a dang old incinerator door.
Yeah, you get silly.
Somebody put a body part inside of the water thing.
Well, that's very rude.
Get that out of there.
Who would ever do that?
You.
Oh, I
whoa.
have flown myself across the room. Oh, okay. So apparently if you grab something and just pull it down, you will fling yourself, which sounds awesome.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. So Ryan, when are you gonna make your first game?
I've decided I will never make releasable video games.
Loser.
Because it seems like a thankless endeavor.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I thank them all the time. I love when people make games.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, that's all well and good, but it takes like, you know, 8,000 hours.
Well, he says thankless. There's at least one thank.
There's one thank you for
There's one thank.
1,000 hours of
How many
labor.
thanks do you want? I'll say it over and over.
It just seems like it's like a lot of work.
That's true.
When instead you could take coding knowledge and make something that is still like really fun to make most of the time and is like a cool project, but maybe doesn't result in people being angry with you on Twitter.
Don't good things come to those who wait?
He's right about that.
Like nuts. Oh my God, 2 cats on the picture. Oh, you looked me in the eyes. You know you're not supposed to be there. Thank you.
He just wants you to know. He looked you in the eyes so that he let you know, like,
It was a dominance thing.
yeah, I'm doing this.
And you
What are you
can't
gonna do
stop
about
me,
it?
you
Yeah.
fuckboy.
This is exactly why I work in enterprise software. Well, that's the thing is like, oh wait, what's this thing over here? Oh, it gives you buckets, I see. So I was like, man, making games is cool. And then you realize that it's like cool for a bit, I guess. I can't really speak as if I'm an authority on the subject. Then you spend like most of your time just debugging a bunch of shit that's really frustrating in the end anyway. So like, why not just do that in an industry that mostly respects its creators?
Because you like games. Games are fun.
Yeah, I mean, I like sandwiches too. I don't want to work at Subway.
You could.
But you could work in the sandwich industry.
Except I'm boycotting.
So
Would you work
Moonlight
in the
at
sandwich
Subway.
construction industry? Like,
Yeah, in a sandwich
do
construction
sandwiches?
zone.
As long as I was the franchisee, yeah.
Yeah, you're the Papa John.
Who's the
I think
papa?
I think we need a division of labor here. Okay,
How would you
Yeah.
like it?
you do all the work, I collect the profits.
There's no
Yeah, that
profits
sounds
here.
pretty good.
All right. I will carry body parts from this area into buckets in this area.
Okay.
Someone should take these buckets as they fill up and put them in the incinerator. And
That's
we're
Rob.
already gonna buy ourselves a lot of time there.
I'm gonna go start mopping.
I've already been, and I'm also replenishing the mopping water on occasion.
But I thought we all agreed we got to get all the body parts gone before we mop.
Oh.
Otherwise, we're going to end up mopping the stuff that we've already mopped.
I do agree with you, and also I thought I had already gotten all of them.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of body parts up here.
Oh, okay. Where are they at?
You know what? I'm just gonna toss them down.
Oh, they're upstairs. I didn't even think to look up there.
Yeah, I'll toss.
All right.
I'll toss all this stuff up
Toss
here.
them towards the
down.
middle, I guess, so we don't
I'll
get
try
them
my
lost.
best.
This is like glass?
You're taking my Elgato sticker. I'm proud of you as a hunter, but disappointed with you because, hey, I paid for that, sort of.
You got an Elgato, didn't you? You didn't get an
and
Avermedia.
I'm gonna blow your mind, Rob. It's been really nice so far.
That's how they all start. They're
yeah,
always
mine
nice
was
for the
too.
first 2 months.
Yeah, but you also got an HTC Vive, and then
Yeah.
you said it doesn't work.
That's true.
Put the company on blast for it.
I didn't put the. No, I didn't. I said that my HDMI doesn't work, which it doesn't. Which, I mean, to be honest, right now I don't know if that's the Vive itself or if that's my computer, but I'm going to say it's my computer. More likely.
Look, I come from an era.
I come from the land down under.
Yeah. where you want to record a video, you plug the RCA cables into your Poggy HD PVR.
Yeah.
As a result, I'm excited with this capture card so far, man.
Those are the good old days, man. Every Spelunky video was broken somehow. You just had to figure out how.
The delay is like nearly 0.
All I'm saying is my Avermedia one was plugged in and has been on for like 6 months, and then I was like, oh, that's definitely going to be broken, because that's like basically what happened with my Elgato eventually. And nope, it is completely fine. It's still a-okay.
I will say the same for my Avermedia internal capture card. It's fantastic. No problems and several years of use.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my Elgato is better. So that's all you need to know.
Well, I mean, didn't you already like buy an Elgato switchboard and that broke within 2 months?
Yeah, no, this is a piece of junk. So I will say I don't.
That's why I'm curious.
I don't think it's the. I actually don't think it's 100% the Stream Deck's fault. I think it's my drivers, because I have the same thing happen to my my controller. If I don't reset my computer for like a week, all of a sudden the controller is like, yeah, it don't work anymore. And you restart and everything works for a bit.
But you can't use your Stream Deck either?
The Stream Deck works. It works when I restart my computer, but it's like so irrelevant that
Fuck the Stream Deck!
It's not, I literally just said, I have to take some sympathy for the developers of the Stream Deck here. I just said, I think it's my fault and not theirs.
Well, mine was designed not to work on the operating system I bought it for, so that's partially my own fault. But they didn't document it at the time I bought it.
Yeah.
I did throw $10,000 into the incinerator right there.
Me too.
That's not a metaphor for this Elgato. I had an Elgato Game Capture HD, which predominantly worked as advertised.
Mine did not, but I have been very happy with my Avermedia, so I am now brand loyal to them personally.
So I'm just gonna tell you straight up, I'm having fun, but I hate this game.
Yeah, I don't really like this game at all, to be honest with you.
I love it.
I've played it before, but like I hate cleaning in real life, so cleaning in a video
the reward
game
comes when the room is done, and it feels so good.
I don't know, man.
They don't like acknowledge your effort or anything, but you just feel good about yourself.
Yeah, but I could be doing this in real life.
It does kind of make me feel like I really wish I was just, because my room's kind of dirty right now. I can
like
a lot of body parts and blood all over it.
I mean, but like these are not real. These are just little bits of code.
Yeah.
3D models.
Well, it gives us something to talk over in the background, you know.
This is a great banter game.
I agree with you on that 100%.
Yeah.
You know, but it's kind of like, you know, getting over it is like that sort of like, it's artificial progress, but hey, you know, it's still something. But I still feel like in that there's a meritocracy, which is, as we've established, very important to my political leanings.
Yeah, I beat it like 4 times when we played it.
Exactly, like you can get good at it. And
I dominated you. I looked in your eyes.
You straight up digitally cucked me, 100%.
Absolutely true.
I'll admit it.
Can't stop winning. Just winning all the time.
My head is spinning.
I'm so tired of winning. I'm so tired.
This is bullshit. What am I picking up here, by the way? These are not dicks. They're like weird sea slugs or something. Intestines, probably. Yeah, well, why don't you just go clean up the real bodies in your house? It's not like that. But what this is it's the sense of being done cleaning is the thrill. But I could do that in real life. I think Kate would be very happy if I did.
In a way, you're actually insulting her by doing this when you could be really cleaning.
In a way, I am. Literally, this has removed my plausible deniability for like the next month. Sorry, no, I don't have time to do the dishes tonight. Oh, really? Remember that time you pretended to clean up in a video game? Point taken. Point taken.
Yeah.
I gotta wash my gloves off.
Yeah, I gotta go take a bath in the river.
Can you wash your gloves off?
I don't think so. You can try.
I haven't tried.
Oh yeah, okay. If you hold a tool and then attack the water, you can do it.
The water maker is producing organs now.
That seems bad.
How do I get water if the water machine's broken? Oh, there it goes. Just had a few organs.
Chad, this is not a fair argument. I love you, okay? But this is not a fair argument to say, like, well, I'm a civil engineer, but I still like playing City Skylines. I just said it's not my style of game. You gotta let different preferences, you know, let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah, you can play Sleeping Dogs later.
Me personally, I also just hate cleaning in real life, so...
You do so much of it.
Well, sort of.
The nice thing about cleaning here is that when it's done, you know it's 100% done and it'll never change. When you clean your real spaces, they get covered in dust like in 2 days.
That's true.
Do you dust?
You have to.
I dust.
The dust overwhelms you eventually if you don't.
When I clean, yeah, I gotta dust. Very dusty in
There's so much human skin in the air all the time.
I mean, like, I also have a carpet in this house that's been there for, like, basically my entire life, so that thing just creates dust in the world.
Yep, it does. Do we burn the buckets of blood? Is that what we do?
I want to burn my carpet, honestly.
I dust like once every 6 months.
How do you don't have bugs in Vancouver? You don't have dust in Vancouver? I need to live in Vancouver, apparently.
Well, dust is just like the ultimate kind of like nihilist thing, where I'm like, literally, I could be as clean as I want. I'm not gonna stop producing dust.
You could try.
My house isn't dusty. It's just, I don't know. I don't know where the dust... I don't understand the dust economy, to be honest.
I mean, I do also have a particular habit that also, you know, contributes to dust.
Oh, do you itch your arms?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess we vacuum all the time. That's kind of like ground dusting.
Yeah, that's basically ground dusting.
I want little vents that suck all the dust like in those clean rooms. That would be my paradise.
That sounds cool. I kind of just want, like, a once-a-week cleaner, to be honest. And really, it's not that far off. It's not a particularly expensive endeavor to get a once-a-week cleaner.
You get a Roomba? Ryan has those in Vancouver, too, if you can believe it.
I'm not sure if he would be willing to do that. He's doing pretty well on YouTube these days, so I don't know.
I'm just going to be straight with you. Roombas kind of suck as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Every piece of technology we have all this faith in just lets us down.
I never had any faith in the goddamn Roomba. The fact that it doesn't fall off like the balcony is nice. I'm a big fan of that. But apart from that, it's just like really, really slow. Which is fair, because you can do anything else when the Roomba's working. However, no, you can't if your job is talking. Because all the while in the background, that's it hitting the same door 20 times.
Oh, does it make a lot of noise?
I mean, it makes less noise than a normal vacuum cleaner, but it's like, it takes like 10 times longer. To cover the same amount of space takes 10 times longer. Now, you don't have to actively be there to do it, but still.
Controversial opinion.
Yeah.
I would be more open to using a Roomba if he bent over and spread his cheeks for me, because man, use it.
Okay. Why would you say that?
I would just, it said using. No, I would be more open to using a Roomba if it was shaped like a mouse droid from Star Wars.
You could probably arrange that.
This is where I say that our generation is not above sin.
What did Sin do wrong?
You guys down with the new Star Wars meme? The sacred texts?
No, I haven't heard that one yet.
Meme? No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, my reaction when my mom discovers the fan fiction I wrote about Kingdom Hearts, and then it's Luke Skywalker JPEG. The sacred texts!
Oh, okay. But he wants to... never mind. I keep forgetting I can't talk about it at all, so I can't make any jokes.
Not allowed, yeah.
It's not an ancient meme. That meme's resurging because people are finally figuring out where they stand on Ugandan knuckles.
Yeah, I'm out on that one. I'm not into that one.
A lot of people have gone out on Ugandan knuckles.
Yeah, I think I was always out on that one.
I didn't know what it was, and then I watched the video. I was like, this is not for me. Sorry.
I'm still kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm for it, but I do like Soviet tank knuckles a lot.
Well, that seems wholesome
that
enough.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Because it's making fun of Soviet people instead
No,
of
it's because it's a tank.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Also, yes. Like, come on now.
I don't know. What's the hot meme right now? We're in the. By the way, this is the fastest. I feel like every year, meme speed is exponential.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, like I saw somebody on Twitter the other day post a McDonald's meme, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" That's 2 weeks old.
You know, there's a good sports meme going around.
Oh, good.
Which is, you know,
do you know the way to the playoffs?
It's basically like my favorite, I enjoy watching the New York Jets. When they score a touchdown.
Oh no, that's not new though. That's old.
I keep seeing Reddit does that about the NLSS all the time now.
Yeah, that's like a 2-week-old meme as well.
That is 2 weeks old, yeah. I sensibly chuckled at that one when I saw that one being popular.
Room number 1 looks pretty nice here.
There's still some little fragments on the ground we gotta sort out, but they're like non-bloody fragments for once.
I think you and I have a different definition of gotta.
Oh yeah, I gotta get rid of those.
But I like that meme. I think that's a pretty wholesome one.
There's some glass also on the floor. We don't want anybody to cut themselves.
That's true. They probably...
I wish this was a simulation, like at the end of each room you would, or level, you would get like a paycheck, and then you get to take care of your house and like pay your bills with it.
And then you get to clean your own house.
That's, yeah, that is the next natural extension, I guess.
And then Charlie Brooker interviews you and makes an episode about your life for his TV show.
Oh, Charlie Brooker. He's making interviews. What are you doing over there?
I'm stretching.
Oh.
I still haven't watched the new Black Mirror
That is
episode.
entirely your prerogative, and if you choose never to watch it, I will completely embrace that.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, when am I going to watch those?
You just don't have time. You have work to do all day. You got to record Isaac episodes. When are you going to find time to watch Black Mirror?
It's funny because I think it's like I just got owned, but I don't feel owned. Like instead, I feel like I've finally gotten my point across after all this time.
Yeah, you have.
You've got it exactly right.
Yeah.
I've got too much Isaac to record.
There's too much work to be done. It's your choice. It's your life. You can live it however you choose. Watch media, don't watch media.
I'm going to make it extremely real and relevant, okay? And relatable. All the R's. My 3 R's. Which is another TV show I've not seen. And honestly has troubling implications just based on the name. But anyway,
gotcha.
The point is, Isaac is my Viscera cleanup detail. It's...
You relax.
It's like a mindless task that abates the anxiety. It keeps the demons at bay, which is why I invest so much time into it. Make so many Isaac videos is because, you know, each one of those is its own little meditation away from the horrors of the real world.
I won't lie to you. I do kind of miss my Isaac series from many years ago.
Now's the time. Isaac's coming back.
Is it?
Get back in, man. It's just the right time.
Yeah, but like, it's also, I've burned the shit out of myself on that game.
There's like 1 million new items now, and none of them do anything, but you'll love them.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. They do stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to tell Ryan, the item that you don't have in your list, it's like a body part, like an internal organ. You thought it was an accessory, not an item. A trinket, I mean.
I have no idea.
Is he still here?
Nah, he's dead now.
Yeah, so there's a trinket you've got to pick up, and it turns into the item if you use it. So you got to pick up the trinket to get to the item.
Tonsil.
Yeah, that's it. So you got to pick up the trinket.
Thank you.
No problem. I'm trying to help you, Reddit.
I'm trying to Reddit help you.
Thank you.
So you don't have to waste your time now looking for an item that doesn't exist. It's in no item pools, so unless you play as Eden, you can't get it otherwise.
No. Yeah. So this water bucket thing. Yeah, you're right. It just gave me a human spleen.
Yeah, you just gotta chuck those, I guess.
Yeah, I think that just automatically happens. There's just a chance that it gives you more to clean.
Chad, if you're mad about like the Isaac backlog at this point in our mutual arrangement, like you just got to get over it.
With Bennett Foddy.
Exactly.
There'll always be Isaac.
In an average Isaac episode, my knowledge improves by like 1/10,000th of what it is right now.
And what does it decrease?
The backlog is highly irrelevant. Sometimes there's a decrease. The decrease usually happens off camera and only manifests on camera.
Right.
Oh, all this red and fire in this game is making me hot.
I just think this game is bad.
No, it's not bad. It's just not what you like.
I'm not saying it's poorly made. I'm just saying, why would you make it?
You're always saying stuff is bad that you don't like.
It's my opinion.
Your opinion's I don't like it, not that it's bad.
My opinion is that I don't like it because it's bad.
Oh, okay.
I am in the middle there because I do not think it's bad, but I don't like it.
Yeah, so we've got every possible permutation then.
Yeah.
It was free if you own Shadow Warrior. I give it credit for that.
Oh, that's cool. Oh.
I find this very relaxing.
I'm not, you know, in no way am I policing your fun.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to gatekeep me for a second. I got a little worried there.
No. Again, that's the thing. Is like I have snobby opinions sometimes, and I recognize it 100%. But you're entitled to like whatever you like. Doesn't bother me.
Dang straight.
Well, you are the keeper of the gate.
It also is the best multiplayer that ever has been.
It was so seamless. It actually made me mad because they could just take that out of this and duplicate it for other indie games. I would be like 10 out of 10.
Music's kind of suspenseful too, which I don't really get here. Feels like we're watching Batman. Oh, look at this! I found a lamp.
Yeah. I found one of those earlier.
That's
and
cool.
threw it in the fire.
You can keep that one if you want.
No.
This one room is almost clean.
That's good.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I'm getting to open the window. See, I don't know if anybody else has this situation. I know no one in the call does, but like sometimes in the winter.
They're fantastic. Go ahead. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at my bucket physics.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So, but like in my building, I don't get to control the individual temperature of my apartment. They just, like, when it's cold, they turn on the heat, and when it's not cold, they don't. So like my room has two options in the wintertime, which is either stuffy or freezing.
Okay.
And I'm about to have to choose freezing because it is way too stuffy.
Have you tried different heights on the window, like really small cracks and stuff?
The mustard bottle has two settings.
I forgot about that.
Right, yeah. There's two settings to it, so that's usually what I do as well.
Two settings meaning flipped horizontally and flipped vertically.
Basically, yes, yeah. So,
have you thought about other objects? Non-mustard.
What about a soda can?
Funnily enough, I don't actually have the mustard bottle in the window anymore. What I'm using now is...
hold it up.
Well, I'm using...
I'll mustard that bottle in the window. The one with the spicy notes. How much is the mustard in the window?
I use my AC thing. Is what I use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a footprint here. How'd this get here? Get out of there.
It's not dead air. It was a bit.
Oh, there's another piece of glass.
Oh.
Did you dump a bunch of blood?
No, but if I tip over one more clean bucket of water by walking into it, I'm just out.
Yeah. Are we in bucket stage? Or are we
I think this room might be entirely clean now.
Fruitlessly mopping for about an hour.
There wasn't any shit in, like, the first area, right? That was all clean?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah, I think this is clean.
No, your mop is dirty.
Yes, I know. I'm aware.
Where's your bucket?
Yeah, it's on the other side of the map.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Why don't you get your own fucking bucket?
Probably will.
Yeah, so the first...
Why did you do that? Oh. Look at this! Look at this mess you have made.
You made it.
The first area is entirely clean. So just keep that in mind, I guess.
Bucket.
Where's the incinerator on this area? In the back? Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, it's a mess back here.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of bloody footsteps.
Oh, man, this is making me want to play PUBG again.
What's the upstairs situation?
Bloody.
I mostly just want to see how big the
Viscera
level is.
up there.
Oh, the upstairs is actually not bad. I think there's just 2 main rooms.
That's good.
Yeah, I did a tour of the upstairs. Nothing going on in the first room at all. So it's just the room you're in.
Wait, does it give us like a... You motherfucker. Does it give us like a screen when we're done?
I don't remember, maybe.
Does it go like, hey, you've done enough, move on to the next level?
Oh, there's no you've done enough. It's either 100% or nothing.
See, there's like a great game in here. If you just, instead of making it take an hour to do this, it takes... You only have 30 seconds. And
No,
you try
no,
to
I like
clean...
that it takes an hour. That you're okay. It could be a game mode, I guess.
I'd probably prefer that too.
This is just... I mean, I get it. I get the joke.
If it's too quick, it's not as rewarding is the thing.
What are you talking about? This is my argument for you haven't suffered enough. That's my bucket, you bitch!
What?
Here, you take it then.
We
You
all
take
share
it.
buckets. You just dumped it over on me.
You fucking right I did. It's my bucket.
No, I thought we shared buckets. I was bringing the buckets out for you guys before.
Oh, there goes that one too. That one's covered in blood.
All right, I'm gonna dump them all in the incinerator, so you don't have to worry about them.
Motherfucker, I was just...
What's the matter?
Nothing.
Is he tossing buckets on everybody again?
He's knocking buckets over, yeah. He's a bucket knocker over.
Whoa. Flinging your noodle all around.
Don't worry. I got it. Hey, so what do I play on my PS4 except for the FIFA 18 demo over and over?
Finish Bloodborne?
Unlikely. That's a Sunday game.
You should play the new Spider-Man when it comes out.
Horizon Zero Dawn is fine.
Get this bucket out of here.
I'm trying. You played Until Dawn already, so that's done.
Yeah.
They got stuff.
There's like actually like a dozen games. I just can't think of any now.
I don't want to play... I'm not saying it's bad, because obviously that's ignorant. I don't want to play Persona 5, though, because it's 900 hours long.
Well,
I feel like you would
Sunday
hate
game.
Persona 5.
I don't
It
know.
has like anime people in it.
He likes turn-based things, right?
As long as it's not like...
It has like dating sim elements, though.
You're yandere right now.
Dude,
As long as
Chie
it's
is
not like
literally
that, I'm
the
okay.
name of a character from Persona 4.
I know, I played Persona 4.
Oh yeah, you play
Arena.
the fighter. Yeah, okay.
Reach out for the truth. I remember.
Yeah. I forgot you knew.
Proof.
I thought you just made up a random anime character and happened to say Chie.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. That's kind of why I haven't played Persona 5. But isn't that, that's on PC too, isn't it?
No.
No.
Oh, I thought Persona 5 was on PC. Okay.
Not exclusive.
Did not know that.
Yeah,
I'm excited
you can't
for
play it on your Xbox One, Rob.
Yeah, I guess I gotta get a PS4.
Fighter Z is out pretty soon. It's like another couple weeks.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for that. It looks pretty damn good.
We just missed the beta. Ended today.
That's stupid.
Getting rid of this bucket. It's covered in blood.
Nice.
Did you see? I saw a tweet about the localization in Dragon Fighter Z. It was
Oh my god, you killed me!
That can happen?
so fucking upset.
He hit me so hard, he knocked me into the bucket.
I went.
But you
And-
actually killed me.
I walked over to my bucket. You stepped into my path, knocked over my bucket full of blood.
It's because you killed me I knocked it over. I
Why you walking in the
ragdolled.
Path of my bucket. Get out of here! You're attached to the bucket? Is that what's happening? I don't understand. Anyway.
Dump the buckets away in the fire.
So
It's a clean bucket.
Okay, the
Fuck
other ones, I
off.
mean.
so
So the
localization.
yeah, it was like Gohan was talking. It was like, it feels weird to fight with Trunks. Or sorry, let me do this again. It feels weird to fight with Cell. I wonder why. Wink. That was the localization, and everyone went, "Is Gohan and Trunks fucking? Are they? Is that because that's predominantly what a wink means?
There's
most of
nothing
the
wrong
time.
with that if they are.
It's fine. It just seems like that's not what they're intending.
Does he say wink out loud?
Yeah,
Audible?
well, it's in like the subtitle text.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, maybe they're fucking, dude.
When you're
I'm
done
sure
with a
there's
bucket, just throw it
cartoons for
away
that.
in the fire. What was that? How many more buckets do I need to keep throwing away here?
Lots.
All I do is throw away
You
buckets.
son of a bitch. I just wanted to clean my mop.
We're so close, we can actually finish this. Oh, shit.
I don't know, dude. There's so much actual shit still, like random shit piled around.
No, it's less than you think. Once we get the buckets sorted out, everything's gonna come together.
Yeah, but I want to die though.
Don't do that.
I like Dragon Ball Z. When
And
it's
it
on
likes
TV, I think to myself, yes.
No, we don't do that.
When it's not, I think to myself, no.
Pretty much nailed it. That's the meme.
That's it. The whole thing. Can I just burn the blood away in the fucking incinerator
Yes.
on my mop? I wish.
Ah!
Get out.
You can take it now. That's fine.
Yeah, just put your mop in the incinerator.
That's what I tried to do.
You know what would
We're
make the
tracking
game a lot
so many
better?
steps. Yeah.
Is if like one person could be a saboteur, and their
Okay.
job was to make things dirty without being outed as being the saboteur.
It is actually a pretty creative
okay, yeah.
answer to this.
You know, anything to add some gameplay. To
But you
this.
would start with a clean room instead of a dirty room then.
or it'd be like a little dirty.
Little dirty, not too
And then
dirty.
you'd clean something, and then like 30 minutes later, there'd be like a little dust particle there, and you'd be like, "How did I just
happened
cleaned
here?"
that?"
Little dirt mares.
It's about horses then.
Yeah. Yeah, dirty little mares is a different game.
We gotta
For
clean
a
some
different
horses.
type of person.
Wash and lube up some horses or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, I dumped that bucket. Or we could just get Mario with his fucking super fire hose, come in and just polish this whole sucker off in 1 second.
I see, like that would be if I had better than a fucking mop. I would be way more into this if I could just like power wash things.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right?
What if there was
that
like a
would be satisfying.
microtransaction to get like a power wash? Oh my god. That bucket is fire.
You know what this game kind of is? It's like a less good Splatoon.
Well,
Come
like
on.
if we had teams that made it so we had to fight each other to clean faster, that would be more like
Yeah.
Splatoon then.
Dude,
Throw up.
hey, NLSS chat, I've been saying we should do Nintendo games on the NLSS from the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but then they can't go to YouTube.
Yeah, it's true. But,
Wait,
you know,
but I just
selfishly,
said that
that's
the other
not-
day, and you said it was okay for some reason.
if it's okay for Mario Tennis, because that game is pure and innocent.
That's what it was, yeah.
But what other? I'm not gonna. I mean, I guess we could do Mario Kart 8 or something. But
yeah, Mario Kart. You know, they got Mario Kart. They got a couple other things.
I don't have that set up to capture right now, but I guess I could figure it out if we had to. You just have to give me like 2 days advance notice then.
Yeah.
Consider this your 2 days advance notice on Jedi Academy as well.
Ooh, well, that I don't need 2 days for.
We should do movie battles.
Okay.
Yeah. We should do movie battles.
What movie? Phantom Menace?
Oh my god,
I don't want to do Phantom
we're
Menace.
actually almost done.
I think we are, yeah.
There's one little back room here.
I'm just getting all the little scraps and shells off the floor now.
Viewers will skyrocket with Nintendo games. Yeah, but then they'll be Nintendo fans, so.
I don't think we want viewers, really.
No, we're living in like a post-viewer universe. Subscribers, please. But like, as far as I'm concerned, the less viewers, the better.
We want the ratio to be as close to 1-to-1 viewer and subscriber.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fucking great. Kidding me? Well, actually, no, not for me right now. Right now, I'm very happy that you guys are very generous people.
I have a convenience store number of subscribers, which is nice.
You have... Wait. No, I get it, but I'm trying to make a joke. There's a joke in you somewhere.
Okay, do it. Take your time.
Would it be better to have one shared channel for NLSS Nintendo stuff? No, not at all.
I don't know. I mean, I personally right now make exactly $0 from YouTube. So...
I'm still not quite to 0 yet.
To be fair...
Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
There was a time where we recorded Friday the 13th.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
In like July. And then like 6 months later, we recorded videos together and you were like, hold on, I gotta change the file name because they all still say Friday the 13th.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. He's saying you don't record a lot, so that's why correct. You don't have a lot on YouTube.
This is a good point. Yeah.
I'm not saying
correct. Though.
You don't record a lot. I'm saying you don't record at all.
We recorded Ultimate Chicken Horse for a bit.
That was like 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying
we should
newer than that.
Make more episodes of that too.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
I've had requests a few times now. Yeah. I just didn't want to do like another 100 of them, but like 20 is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes that.
So.
God damn it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing with YouTube is when my MCN was like, no, fuck off, you're not good enough anymore, it demonetized every video on my channel.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to go through and...
You gotta click the page.
Oh, there's a way to do them all at once, actually.
Is there?
There's a back-end way. Yeah, it's not easy, but we can sort that out later.
Okay.
Oh, pull the lever to end the level.
Wait,
there's shells. There's shells. I'm not done with the shells yet.
No, we might be done, though.
No, I gotta get the shells off the floor. The shells.
Oh, Discord's messing up. Discord's really...
I got like one more. Just let me get the one. I think it is... Oh, 2. It's 2. Also, did we get rid of all the shit in the first room that was in the container? I think so. And
please wait for your fellow technicians or lead senior technician to finish their shift.
I believe...
Approach your lead technician and ask for authorization to leave the work site.
I don't know if we're allowed to until we get the buckets put away, or is that it? We might be done. That's like exactly an hour.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect game for the LSS.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, lead technician?
Yeah. Let's just clean up the buckets then and we can go.
Lead technician.
There's just like 2 buckets. Just get rid of those.
Give me all your money.
I'm pushing you around.
Don't
with
you
want to
go? Thank you. And just check the first room and then we can go.
There's little bits and bobs on the floor, aren't there?
Where? I thought I got them all.
I don't know.
I didn't get this light because I thought the light was part of the story, but
there's a story.
You can throw the light away if you want. I don't care.
Close me in.
Wait. I gotta get this bucket in there first.
No. Okay, put that in there.
No, but now there's blood on the floor.
I got it.
One second. I'm gonna get a bucket.
Shit.
And then I want you to. I'm gonna get it inside of the bucket.
Shit.
And then you're gonna put me in. You're gonna put me in the incinerator.
Get my footsteps, please. I can't. My shit's all bloodied up. There's one
I need
more
you
over
to
here.
put me in the incinerator.
Right here, right here. Thank
I'm
you.
gonna need Dr. Kevorkian. Can you pick up the? You need to use your hands, not your mop. That's the problem.
All right.
Could you please pick up?
Yeah.
Thank you, and then just insert me in.
You're not gonna go with it. You're gonna slide
I don't think
off.
it's gonna let you in. Yeah.
There you go.
Beep.
Is that all the buckets?
I saw the Lord of Light.
Lord of Cinder, you mean? Yeah, I think we're done. Where's the lever at? The
It's
beginning?
right here.
Lever me, daddy.
Did you guys get a broom?
A broom?
Oh, you don't need it now, but I was just showing you. There's a broom there.
I didn't see
All
that.
right. Activate.
Activate me.
What's this say?
Activate me.
Has your janitorial work here met the requirements of the company as well as your own high personal standards? I wish I could do more for my company. Give me some paperwork to fill out for extra marks. I'm proud of my performance. Yeah, that one. I'm proud of my performance.
Is this the only job you can get with a face tattoo? What?
How did I do?
Status demoted.
It wasn't good
Really?
enough? Oh, fuck. They put us in Santa's workshop.
All right, they can actually fuck off. We cleaned the shit out of that place.
No, but we didn't sniff. There might have been blood on the walls we missed.
Thermite? A real big frickin' hole coming right up.
I think we did a pretty good job for the three of us, honestly, so I don't feel bad about it. I'm proud of you guys for holding it together for an hour, honestly, so thank you for doing that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm sorry I got you demoted. I guess
No, it's okay.
wasn't thorough
We
enough.
tried it. We
Demoted now.
tried something new.
Got a lower pay grade now.
Sorry, Rob.
The FOV makes me want to die. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like nauseous.
Oh,
You know what?
Maybe
Nausea.
that's what's happening. Maybe that's why I'm feeling like really hot and
Getting sweaty,
gross.
yeah. Not
yeah,
feeling
like
it.
I'm nauseous from this game.
I feel great. I actually feel better.
I mean, on the one hand, it's free. On the other
nice,
hand,
yeah.
I didn't enjoy it, and it's physically unpleasant. So I guess like it's got to be like a 7.
Yeah. Oh, that seems pretty good.
That's pretty high, honestly.
Yeah. That's like some IGN rating.
That's
right
like
now.
better than Zelda.
Worst game ever made. IGN 10 out of 10.
You can't say millennials don't work hard after that performance. You got an hour of proof.
Boom! I gotcha. Boom.
Ooh.
Boom.
Are you banning people? What's happening here?
No, I don't ban people.
Oh, it's 100% better than Spelunker Party. Are you kidding me?
It is, but I would rather play Spelunker Party.
You know what? Now that I've said it, I kind of feel the same way.
Check this out. I can sweep all these parts together. That's what I was supposed to use for the glass. I was supposed to sweep all the shells and bullet casings and glass together. Oh.
Boom, bitch.
Get out the way. Get
Go
get
get
out
it.
the way.
Well, it's a nice little pile you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened. Be a real shame if something happened to it. Like, if there you go. It'd be a real shame if this exact thing happened to it.
Oh,
Oh God.
What do you think about that?
Get that out of my face. Get it out of here. Get this shit out. I don't need another tool. Oh, that's a real bucket. He's got a real bucket.
You're mine now. I can put you wherever I want.
I can't get away.
I'm gonna play canasta with your grandma. Then I'm gonna put you down the
I'm gonna
stairs.
play nasty with your grandma.
I'm gonna play canasta with your grandma.
Oh, okay.
End this fucking show. Dude, somebody, the next Rainbow Six operator should have no gun, but just a fucking broadsword.
I got you. You're trapped
Like,
forever.
This is gonna make me actually throw up. Because I keep dipping and then coming up. It's like,
Dude,
if anybody out there is too responsible to have experienced a hangover, this is basically what it's like.
dude, can I just say?
I'm really excited to see the conversation on the NLSS mega thread after this show.
I didn't think super clearly about a lot of the things I said, so I'm probably gonna get misrepresented a lot and feel bad about it. So,
Oh
you know,
yeah.
I should probably think harder when I say stuff that's like actually sort of serious. But we're on like goofy mode most
I
of the time.
believe in universal basic income. I just also think a small subset of the population is inherently lazy, and I don't want that laziness to be enabled, but if that's the collateral damage you have to accept for all the good I would do, then so be it. However, I refuse to descend to the level of accepting that laziness as a virtue and being painted as someone who hates the working class because they value their leisure time more than their contribution to a functioning society.
I can't clap when you go at all different times.
Look, it was off the top of the head, okay?
So personally, I will say I like universal basic income. When we have it, I think to myself, yes. When we don't, I think to myself, no.
This is actually hell.
What are you waiting for? You get out of the show now.
Can you see? Just go to my stream without changing what you're doing right now, if possible,
Okay.
and look at the madness that you're creating for me.
Okay.
Look at the information that's going into my visual cortex as a result of this.
On my side, it's totally still.
This is just horrible.
It looks like you're flying up many floors in a skyscraper really fast.
It looks like my hand is a spider and it's crawling up a building.
Octodad 3.
Oh, that's actually worse. Okay, overlay. Thank God, spare me. All right, let's take some time to pimp our channels. Why don't we start with Robert?
Yeah, hi, I'm Rob, also known as AlpacaPatrol. You can find me at AlpacaPatrol.